It's a frozen wasteland, isn't it?
And that's it, we're live.
Hello!
Hello.
Actually, how about we just do a shout out? Who's playing who?
Oh.
So, Ash, what are you playing as?
I am playing the British Raj.
British Raj? Me? I am playing UK. Jack, what are you playing as?
I am playing as the German Empire.
Okay, don't go invading Poland.
German Reich.
Minkle,
Can
what are you
tell me
playing?
what to do, Dad.
I'm Minkle.
I'm Minkle. I am Group Minkle. What are you playing, Minkle?
I am Canada.
Canada. Did Canada even get to do anything?
Later on, yeah.
Huh.
Gives me more time to build up.
Interesting. Oh, I didn't even know I can invade Canada. I've got a lovely beachhead set up already.
I
I
would
mean,
prefer
nothing.
you didn't.
And who else have we got? We got Roach. Roach, who are you playing as?
Brazil.
Brazil. And Ollie, Squire. What are you playing as?
I'm playing as Kimi Räikkönen.
The who's he, hickey, what?
Oh. Yeah.
Uh,
You're
did
not
no one else
cultured
get
at
that?
all. You're not cultured at all, are you? Australians. I'm playing as Finland.
Oh, military history visualizers watching. Canada can
Oh,
build
lovely.
a leaf furlough. That's his
Tell him I
card.
say hello. I suppose I could say hello by myself,
Hello.
but tell him I say hello.
Yeah, well, you can hear you anyway.
Yeah.
Yes, I know, but it's a formal.
It's formal. Alright. The great and honourable Squire has requested that I and Armenian
Well,
shall
list
bestow-
my titles. Go on, list my titles. You're rubbish at this.
Your MBEs and your OBEs.
What,
Oh,
the
yeah.
great Empire
BSc,
leader,
bronze swing
gloriously
certificates,
the
get 'em all
Squire
in
the
there.
Honourable has bestowed
go.
upon me the gift of passing on his message,
Yep.
that he therefore decrees that he... Well, I forgot what the message was.
Firstly, where are the trumpets? I need a fanfare playing.
Dun, 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 dun.
Oh, that's just 20th Century Fox. You can't use that. That's a stream copyright claimed and sold.
Look,
Goodbye.
you're taking away my meal deal money.
There
what have you
goes,
done?
there goes your meal deal.
I don't get
Boom.
to eat lunch tomorrow, Roach.
Bloody Germans.
Bastard.
Copyright! Copyright!
It doesn't even matter. It's like you made up your own song. YouTube just says copyright. Fuck you.
Everyone
Most
is
likely,
here.
yeah.
The whole world elite. Well, and Brazil.
So I learnt my lesson about not
Alright.
going full nutsy like very early. And this time I think I'm going to play him democratic.
It came from the Reich. That's the only thing I can think about when you say that, X. So,
Did not learn that lesson. I'm full Reich and it's 1936. I'm at full Reich potential.
Finland's an exciting game. I'm just going to sit back and eat pizza, I think.
I'm just sitting here still assigning my ships.
Sit back, eat pizza, and wait for Russia to invade.
Pretty much.
Anschluss.
I'm going to get killed, aren't I?
Yeah, probably.
By a
Oh,
big, hairy Russian.
bad.
Several even.
wait, I
Oh.
don't think we have a Russian playing, have we?
That's the problem.
Oh no.
If it was
Ollie.
a player, I could, do
Oh,
something about
The
it.
There's
only thing I
actually
can
one.
offer you is one thing.
Is it Anschluss?
Sexual favours? No, okay, non-aggression back. That'll do. I'm not sure it's actually very helpful, but there you go. I'm sure Brazil, the threat of Brazil stepping into a potential global war has really scared Russia off.
I can throw rifles at you at one point.
Oh yeah, no, they're off the frontier. You're right. You scared them right off.
Hello, Brazil. You want to be friends?
They're terrified of the concept of one gun per person.
Like Poland Greg. Yeah, you forgot to change your name back, Roach.
Sorry, what?
Just still
You
make Poland great.
Poland Greg. You got to assist Poland. We're going to have to guarantee them against the invasion
I mean,
that's going to happen.
says player.
It says player. Yeah, I don't know. I thought I changed it.
How about no?
Oh wow. Why
I'm
would you-
neutral. I'm not supporting militaristic movements. I'm peaceful.
Can I still
Wow.
invade, like, I don't know, Ireland as a democracy? I mean, they don't need that land anyway. They're just being selfish.
Here we go again.
I mean, I just want a little bit of land. Just a wee bit.
I hope you've not got any Irish viewers at all.
The German Reich wants to move to...
It's as I said yesterday. I mean, you better start looking on your car in the morning, okay? Because
The German Reich wants
the
to move
things you
to
keep
my
saying
country.
about Ireland are not
Why
possible.
does Germany... Why? No! No!
By the way, wait, Hakes, before we continue. Stream
No.
warning. Offensive content.
I think we're well beyond that now.
We're made too late.
It's too late.
Why would you refuse my? I just want to have a holiday and
Hello,
Like,
Doug.
no.
My old
Grace?
friend.
I hear Grace is pretty cheap this time of year.
It's pretty cheap every time of year.
36.
Maybe Mussolini might want to try and take Greece for a holiday home. I just love it. It's like Greece, Italy invades Greece 5 minutes later. Hitler, I need help. There you go. Military History is now watching on the Twitch stream.
Hooray! Tell him we should collab.
Yeah, you hear that? You should.
He can
you
hear
should
you.
collab with Polly.
As I say, I have a man for this. Can I have a man
Mr.
to say
Military
things for me?
History, you have been summoned to collab with Dice Squire.
Is that it?
Tell him I really like his videos, and I'm
No
a big
response.
fan. And
It's good stuff.
yeah, he does. He really does. To be fair, I'm too
Everybody
shy
watch-
to speak to myself.
This is a call out. Click on
Everybody
Military
watches
History and
Senate
click subscribe.
Well, I'll break your fucking legs.
Well, I'm doing that right now.
Hikes, where did you get that outro from?
That outro, alright. Actually, I told the story a few times, but I never get tired of telling it. I like it. Payday 2 did like a big announcement pack where in the first game there was a character called Hoxton, and he was
Yep.
voiced by a British voice actor. Unfortunately, they
Sure.
couldn't get him back to do the second game for the same character. So in the second game, they just wrote in a little bit of lore saying that he was captured and went to prison, and they replaced the character with an American guy's brother. Now, people
Boo.
didn't like the American voice actor because it was pretty bland
Understandably.
compared to the last guy. Because the last guy played the British thing very much. He kind of emphasised it a lot, wanker. A lot of that kind of stuff. So, the community begged and begged for it. And when Payday 2 was actually kind of successful and earned money, they thought, fuck it, let's deliver what the community wants. We'll try and make it a big thing out of it. So they said, we're going to do the Breakout Hoxton heist. And in the build-up for this heist, they were hyping up the game in general and, hyping up the community. And they said, we're going to allow Pete Gold, the voice actor of Hoxton, to record lines that you request. And also for streamers to have... loads of streamers have like interaction lines in their stream, like thank you for following, thank you for subscribing, thanks for the donation. And this like, comment, and subscribe or break your fucking legs was part of this promo pack they released for free.
Oh,
So all you guys have access to this voice pack as well if you want.
that's
Yeah.
interesting.
That's the story behind that pack. There's around like 150 things in there. When I was trying to improve my channel outro, because this wasn't always my outro, I found this pack just lying in a zip folder in my computer, unzipped it, went for the folder, I was like, oh, this is actually pretty neat, I like this one. And I've been using it for 2 years now.
Where have the days gone?
And I'm just sitting here and thinking I'm trying to make something like an intro, and I'm like, I can't. I'm just too fucking inexperienced.
Don't let your
Sorry?
dreams be dreams.
By the way, Hicks, you use Sony Vegas, right?
Hey, what?
You use Sony Vegas.
Oh yes, I use Sony Vegas, yes.
Mine crashes all the time when I was trying to run a video about 30 minutes. Do you have a clue why it could happen?
I save after like moving
Sony
anything in the
Vegas.
timeline, like
I know why.
Premiere.
because-
Move to
It's
Premiere.
because you're not using Adobe Premiere here. That's basically
that's
it.
what people have been preaching at me, and I probably might follow their lead soon.
I kind of want to do that, but there's one thing.
It does cost a fair bit.
That money.
Yeah, it does cost a fair bit.
Mm.
Kiss goodbye to those meal deals.
Yeah, I can barely afford lunch, not even rent.
Still, I mean, look at what you're doing. I mean, dude, let's be honest, we're not living a terribly hard life compared to people out there.
No, my life is not difficult. It's just I wish I
Hey.
had the ability to more be self-reliant. But that's other than that. No, my life is perfect.
What is money?
I'm not
What
in.
is
Fi
life?
I'm not in. No, let me just emphasize. I'm not in financial disarray at the moment. I mean, I can afford flying occasionally.
That's a luxury. Wow.
that is a real luxury.
It
I
is.
say that as a person who flies almost for a living at this point.
Yeah, it's something. It's a great luxury that I have. Like, I save for it. My parents save for it, and then my grandparents on both sides also give me an allowance for flying as well because they support that.
Lovely.
I get a feeling that Ollie's going fascist.
No, why would Finland ever go fascist? That's crazy. You're crazy.
Get
This is
super
crazy.
awesome Lend-Lease stuff. Hey, check out these new Panzer IIIs we got. I say
Oh,
that
yes.
DLC does make life a lot easier. It's like, oh fuck, I haven't got good tanks. Yo, hello, ally, you got good shit?
So I'm neutral. Tell me, what should I be?
Um,
Who is offering what?
Well, I can give you a nice bit of fascism. It's fresh and it's lovely.
Wait,
and
but I want to be fascist and I
fashionable
can't be
mustaches. It's very nice.
Fashionable mustache.
Wait, hey,
Can you do the accent?
aren't you allied?
Yes.
I mean, I am going to be allied, but you know, fascism has so many cool things, like allowing me to invade Ireland.
Everybody say hello to military history visualized.
Hello.
Oh, hey,
No.
hey,
Hi,
you want to
guys.
join the game?
Hello. Wasn't that nice?
Nice to be here.
And it's very nice to have you.
See, Sky, I do magical things.
Oh yeah, it's magical. You gave him a title and everything.
Yeah, I already have. It's all
God. Right, let's bring Finland into the 21st century. It's only the 20th.
By way of fascism.
I'm not very good at this history thing. I'm not sure if you're.
Ash, time to get to the political stuff. Here, sign this contract and give up your human rights to this Discord.
no.
Damn it. Why does this never work?
The reason why I say that is because mentally, I'm very jealous of his library of books.
He does have a library of books.
Of mine?
Bring myself to, yeah.
Yeah, it's quite extensive now, but 1.5 years ago it was basically one book, I think.
Yeah, so
Must have been a
everyone
pretty
starts
good
from
book.
somewhere.
I can barely read, so that's. One day, maybe one day, I'll have a book.
Oh, when I was a wee little lad, I always dreamed I'll get a book.
Yeah, I've made it through the very hungry caterpillar a few times, and after that, things get very difficult. Oh dear. You know, Finland isn't the roller coaster, exciting, nation I thought it might be. I've played it a few times, but I don't remember being this dull.
I've got more ships than
It's
I can count.
It really is wait until Russia attacks.
Yeah, wait until the Winter War, then it gets quite interesting.
I'm guessing you don't have many books on pre-Winter War Finland because nothing happened. There's no books were created on this.
Saunas?
They had a paper industry. They made paper. Paper's always interesting.
Good.
Ollie, you always say democracy is a good thing. It says to me there's an 80% chance when I go further down the democracy line that I have a civil war.
Well,
I mean, like,
America had a civil war, and look at them now. So
do I have to be democratic because?
Fine.
You mean the guys in the South that shoot people that have a distinctive...
Adolf Hitler and
Go
chat.
on. What? I'm just to see what alley you're driving this down. I'm interested. Go on.
I think the YouTube chat can answer this question. Yes.
Good.
I'm just
Well
loving this.
done.
Adolf Hitler in chat. Yes, I would like to purchase one fuel, please.
Oh god.
No, sorry, we're all out of that.
Sorry, supply lines have been cut.
We can
Sorry,
offer you
fuel
things that
broke.
break down after 10 minutes if you don't want
Fuel
that.
machine
I'm
broke.
sorry. Supplies have been cut. Ask Goering. Yeah, great.
Understandable. See you, Romania.
Where are our food rationing? Ask Herr Göring!
Yeah, I was going food 8.
Now, ask Goering. I'm sure he can deliver you some.
Yeah, he doesn't need the food.
He doesn't, but you just ate 15 rations.
Hey.
Good old Herman.
Captured Madrid and cut off half the Spanish
Sorry.
army.
I don't get the music system of Hearts of Iron. You play, basically, I play, one song plays 5 times in a row. What is this?
Yeah, I'm going a bit mad.
I
Oh,
already
this is
stopped it.
just why I have separate music playing.
Man, I wish I knew what it was like to play music during a stream.
Mm.
Why don't you? Oh, copyright.
Yeah. Well,
Just accept
Twitch
it.
is okay.
Forget the
wait.
dollar you're gonna make and just play some Rage Against the Machine or something.
Alright, you can't make money when you put the music.
Yeah, it depends though. Most music is well, the other way around. It's all copyrighted, but most of my music that I use for my videos is uncopyrighted.
Yeah, I think if you use the Sabaton DLC, then you are fucked.
Yeah. So currently I'm just listening to that peaceful loop music that they have. I don't know what it is, just generic background music loop.
Hey,
It's driving me.
you know how
mad.
we imagine that's it's just Sabaton knocking on your door. You open the door. Through the gates of Higgs.
Can't wait to heaven for the Nazi lines.
Primo copyright.
singing her Hitler's songs.
Pardon?
Not again.
What was the Nazi national anthem?
Is it starting in the chat again?
Oh,
Is
God,
it?
you can't go around playing that heist. That's not acceptable. You
Oh,
can't
what
go
are you gonna
around
play?
playing.
I was actually just thinking, like, I never liked it because it didn't have a good beat.
Right. Good beat.
Kind of.
What
Make a drum line.
I mean, like, what I'm meant to say is, like, normally when I do my videos, it has
Yeah,
to
you know
have,
that
like, a nice
Nazi
beat
anthem?
going.
Yeah, not techno enough for my liking.
Well, you know,
Should
like,
work on that.
I don't know, Erica Panzerlight, they got a good melody beat to them, but the
So,
Nazi national
wait,
anthem just
Still
doesn't cut it.
not 80s enough for my liking. I wouldn't accept it. Not in my army.
Oh, fuck.
I searched through the internet and I found something. Looking up topics.
Oh
Oh,
no.
This isn't gonna be good.
Oh.
Oh, God. Erica Trap remix. I'll just play a little bit of it.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ.
Oh, kill me now. Kill me now.
Right.
Okay, fuck it, I'm gonna use that at some point, like, just for take the piss out of it. At some point, I'm gonna use, you know, like, saved, downloaded, all of that shit. I'm gonna keep that.
And that's it. The stream has degenerated very quickly. Look at that already. Didn't take
It's
me
all
15
over.
minutes.
Already
But
saved
the
it.
crying. It's all over but the crying.
Hex, you
Yeah.
wanna
The
know
crying's
funniest
definitely
thing?
not over.
Actually, I
I'm
think
on
that'd
the
be a great
Erica Trap
video.
remix, right?
I think that's
You
actually
know-
alright. It'll be for, like, when you get your first king, when you unlock your first King Tiger in WarThunder.
Hex, explain yourself. Why am I on Erica Trap remix and the third video that shows up is your stream? HOI4 with friends kill NuTzis. Hex, do you want
I
to
was going to
tell
say,
us
hey,
something?
you should be playing, you know, the British Grenadiers. You should be playing British songs. You know.
I'll play any
Elgar,
songs. I just
someone-
wanted to listen to that. I'm gonna use that remix to it at some point. Just gonna.
Oh
pretend it all, like-
no, there's a Pensalite remix.
Hey, I could always
Roach,
show you
do
that
no,
Stuka
do
Live
not say a
remix.
thing, Roach. The
Don't
moment you
encourage
say
him.
stuff,
I feel like I'm gonna scare off
encouraged to
military
play
history
it.
now.
If you need a lot of music, check out Black Eyes, HOI4 free mod. They added a lot of music to it.
Ooh.
And it's also MP3, so... but
So-
I wouldn't play them online. I mean, okay, you're in the UK, so it's less of a problem.
Oh no,
So
we get copyrighted just as hard.
I mean, it's less of a political statement, I think, and more of just a monetary issue.
Yeah, I
do
mean,
you know what German fashing is basically?
pardon?
Doing what?
A fashing or carnival in German.
Ah, Fasching. Yeah.
Yes, exactly that. Basically, this Pensalite remix sounds like something you would play there, and that is concerning for me right now. Are we on the
Oh.
rise again?
I still
Oh,
want to know,
dear.
like, a long time ago I did a video called The Cringiest Video on the Internet, and it was about
Oh,
the Stuka
God,
Live
that.
Japanese remix. And I didn't understand what was going on with that remix. But I'm still curious, what was the story behind that? It's a
What
remix
exactly?
with, like, the shittest backing track, with also shitty vocals sung over it, with footage of anime girls dancing to World War II footage of Stuka's bombing stuff.
I think you need a hobby.
Yeah, my hobby is writing top 5 weird Nazi
Well,
Wonder weapons.
I don't know. I'd say the person who made it has
Learn
a
the
hobby,
piano
just
or
not a good
something.
one.
Okay,
My
learn the
hobby is
piano
finding
or-
out about weird Nazi Wonder weapons.
No, Hex, you need to think about it like this. The worst part is that somebody was getting paid for that.
No, I don't think they were.
I think it was probably a fan project or something.
Yeah, honestly, I think getting
A
paid for
labour
it
of
makes
love.
it less terrible.
Oh, Hitler fan edit or something like that. The fan edit.
Hitler fan edit.
The
I'm
Anschluss
gonna have a conversation
Anschluss
about
edition
Hitler
or the
edits.
Großstadt
Wait,
edition?
somebody's knocking on my door. Is that a secret police?
Is that like a stuff?
Oh dear. Someone's knocking on your door, just hides in closet.
Bye, stream. I'm gonna hide in the attic.
Oh dear.
Don't cough too loudly.
Knock, knock. Who's there? She's in the attic.
Why do I know you people? Why am I?
Don't understand either, Squire.
Best of a bad bunch.
I feel
We're mixing.
alienated every day.
We're mixing with a very rough crowd, if you ask
We
me.
like the Brady Bunch.
I'm thinking that, and I'm the Germans.
No, we're the bastard brunch. We're just...
Whoa!
Oh,
Oh, okay.
What is
Don't lay
improving
down and
relations?
accept that. I
with a
just
country
insulted you.
do?
Just, you know.
Hakes,
No.
there's some people from yesterday. One guy just wrote, it's not the Gestapo, it's the S-Gestapo. They're back. God
Like
damn it.
S Club Gestapo.
If you go to your nation and focus, Jack,
Coming at you with the latest hits, Jack.
Coming at you
Parrot
go
in
to
the
that.
sky.
Go to the
6
far right.
million parrots in the sky.
No pun intended. Go completely to the far right, and there's one establish the SS right.
God's sake.
And if you go down that line, there is combine the SS and Gestapo. So
Go
you
to the
basically
far
get the SS Gestapo.
go to the far right and establish. The
Lovely bunch of
SS.
lads.
Wow.
Lovely bunch of lads.
What about going to the far left? mate?
Coordinate the
We're
fourth right. No,
fields, aren't we?
consolidate.
Then,
the
then
fourth
you get the
right.
first Corbynist rifles, and they're very good.
It's rifles.
There's a bunch of pub lads with rifles. It's like the new dad's army.
Yeah, wearing sandals and socks. You know.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh, in the
Just
UK we have a guy called
spiral.
Corbyn, and he's very much your guy in the pub fighting for the rights of the people. And I was
And
just
him
thinking
and
if that was
Jack
like a thing, your national focus, you know, the Corbyn army.
Well, there's the other guy who goes to the pub and says he's fighting for the people, but we
Oh,
don't
yeah.
talk about him.
The guy that
Okay.
gets paid by the EU and doesn't really turn up to the meetings of the EU and hates them
I'm
though.
gonna say, if Germany declares war on you, Hag, just call in an artillery barrage on someone, and that's all you need. Just
Artillery barrage.
Why is my jungle burning?
Artillery barrage.
Oh,
Dreadful,
Mr.
man.
Armsmith, the 88 shot is getting sent by the post line. You need to wait 3 weeks.
Here's something that I've discovered by doing this kind of YouTube thing, is that you're fiercely British on the internet, and people assume you have extremely kind of right-wing nationalist British views. And it's
You
very... Not particularly, no.
Oh.
And then you get, you know, lots of EDL supporters and that. It's very strange. you
All
know.
I'm saying is English for the English. It's not that
Oh
much.
no, no. You're not
can't
supposed to
say
do
that.
that, Darren. You know you're not supposed to do that. Oh no, bad. Very
Ollie,
bad.
don't worry about it. You know everybody's thinking Germans run around in Lederhosen, so...
I mean, I think that about Germany. I've been there, and that's what I thought when I was there. My experience in Germany was lots of drinking, and then we got to the train station, and then we, for some reason, had to leave the train station, and there were Germans with guns, with megaphones shouting at us, and we didn't know what was happening, and we were sort of scared in the train station being shouted at by
Yeah, it
Germans.
sounds like they did Germany
guns.
correctly.
Yeah, it was-
Ollie, I
was
can tell
scary.
you the worst thing. Never ever go to when two rival football FCs are fighting against each other, right? Never go to a game of them. It's gonna end bad. Let me find a video of that.
I think you'll find we invented football violence. We're very good at it.
Yeah, we even exported to France.
Well, I hear that Russia perfected it a while back.
Oh,
Russia
yeah, they
has
figured
perfected
out.
it slightly. Yeah, they've paramilitarized. That's
They
what they've
come
done.
with their like
Um,
armed and ready to roll.
Yeah, that's
To make the
scary.
Arsenal like kickoffs look a bit like pussy fights. Or is it
Yeah,
outside
sure.
of West Ham? I think the new Olympic Stadium. They kick off sometimes. It's not
Speaking
that
of
much.
Olympics,
Talking of Olympics, yeah.
I mean, I think it was like the interview of like the Russian football fans. Like, yeah, we come abroad and we're like ready to start brawling. You know, comes a balaclava and like your suitcase carry on.
So wait, I'm gonna put it in off topic. It's basically the
There's going to be a pop-up in a second.
Hmm.
I think there's a typo in the title because Breslau Platz Breslau is written only with one S.
Do I want to? Yes, I do actually.
I know,
To go full grammar Nazi.
mate. I'm German, Barry.
They say
I know. But welcome to German football. This is how it normally looks when two.
Roach, I think I know your name from somewhere.
Who?
No. I think I mixed you up. No.
Oh,
You're not on Sorbet Womble, the German on Sorbet Womble. No.
nine.
No.
He sounds like a lot of Germans I know. It's strange. He's just
Hey! Don't you start that racism here right now.
Germans all sound the same to me.
Identified
Yeah.
by our voice. We are free.
999 Wiener Schnitzel.
Bloody Germans coming over here.
Hitler.
Yeah, well.
The question is
no,
communism or
fuck
fascist?
cakes. Get the Luger. Adolf Hitler is in your
Oh,
chat.
I should do a straw poll whether I should be fascist or communist.
I thought you were playing
I don't think
democratically.
you should let them choose. That's a very bad idea.
We tried that.
I'll put in
I never
democracy
leave
as well.
the-
Yeah, we did try that yesterday, didn't we, Iron?
Alright, I'll put in 3 options there. Let's have a look what they come up with.
That doesn't make really sense to let people choose what kind of totalitarianism they're gonna to have.
I mean, technically, what he's doing there is giving the people a choice, and that's democracy.
Yeah.
But
Oh my god. Guys, take a look
Yeah.
at my leader. He looks like he has this wooden thing up his ass.
oh dear,
Look at him. He looks so disinterested. Oh, the world is burning. Oh, okay. I'm gonna sit here. My life is good.
yeah, that's a terrible hairline. I don't know what he's. Yeah, no.
It's receding into the sea.
So you see, if you want a bit of a laugh, just go and look at the leader of Afghanistan. Where is he there? Oh, there he is. Oh yeah, Higgs,
You need to show your audience the Afghanistan leader.
Okay,
the Afghan leader.
Is it the
What
really
about
camp-looking
Afghanistan?
one?
United States of Brazil. What? How do you even do that? What?
Not his looking face, but the
Afghan.
Afghanistan.
Goes to Afghanistan.
Afghanistan. Okay, we're going to Afghanistan.
Go to the British Raj and one above.
God, he just looks so camp.
He's so chill.
Look at him.
what
He's
up?
like, oh hello.
You caught me off guard there.
Alan Carr's voiceover. Oh, it does look very camp.
Hello.
German again.
I've broken the German.
Hello.
Yeah, right.
Oh, there goes the Scot. They're all dropping. One by one.
How may I help you?
I just love that camp Alan Carr accent.
Oh, it's nice.
One of
isn't
my
it? It's nice.
favourite English accents.
Is Prequel still?
It's
playing?
most of them.
Was it-
I think you'll find.
Hello. Can I say your camel?
Who is he playing as anyway?
A small island somewhere? I don't know.
I thought he was Austria.
He's the dummy.
Uh,
He's the Dominican Republic. He's over Venezuela.
What an exciting game!
Exactly.
Wow.
Venezuela? Where the
Yes.
hell's that?
Go to
South
South
America.
Oh, God, yeah,
directly
he's,
above me
South
and zoom
America?
in.
yeah, he's in the
uh,
little islands in the middle.
You see that little island directly over? There's Caracas. You go over that bigger
the
island.
heck is he doing as that?
It's also a very fascist little island.
God,
I
it
mean,
is,
look at
isn't
the
it?
guy's mustache. It's
I mean, that's just Saddam Hussein, isn't it? I mean, he's just there and he's just ruling.
I don't
That is a-
accept communism in my South
Actually-
America. Democracy
Oh.
boosted.
Yeah, this
Saying
is
that.
Around,
country
isn't
that
it?
America
Haiti,
was,
which is
like,
next to it, it's the same guy in a different suit. oh,
Oh, never mind.
Yep, here we go.
has he decided to take himself over?
They're brothers.
It's the same guy in a different suit.
Better not.
Yeah,
You
right,
could
this
better
way.
send a division down there.
Oh, and the Spanish Civil War is about to kick off. Or has
Oh, it's
kicked
been
off.
going
Oh, I
ages
think it's
ago.
very much kicked off.
They beat each other up like ages ago.
Nom nom nom. Been here all on my lonesome. With the Tibetanese and however pronounced.
I don't
yeah.
I'm not
accept
sure
an
that's
attack
how you
on the
say that.
Haitian people. I'm gonna employ
I'm pretty sure.
Australian.
I'm pretty sure it's Tibetans instead of Tibetanese.
Tibetans, okay.
Do you think 2 divisions can hold the Venezuelan border with the UK?
Hey, do you remember yesterday? Germany,
Hitler,
help.
help! The Americans invaded Ireland.
Actually, hold on a second. I've got some wonderful screenshots. Because someone made
dear.
a mod that makes Bhutan really powerful. But the like text pop-ups from it are just beautiful.
Guys, somebody's boosting fascism.
The
Such
fall
as
of New
these
York.
two.
Well, that's a good point,
Right,
Jack.
here we
Do you
go.
mind lending me some of your right-wing ideals?
Here we have a
Which one makes me
glorious Bhutanese dragon eats
Brazil.
pathetic apple.
I started
So-
boosting the good democracy way in the Dominican Republic
So no
to
one's
show
playing
them
Soviet Union. Hmm.
they're boosting
I
fascism.
can't
now.
boost. I cannot boost you. I'm sorry. You're gonna be fascist now.
Not when I can stop it. Where
I
are
can't-
my
I cannot
cyanide pills?
Just declare war on Venezuela. You'll be right.
I'm a democracy. What do you think I can do?
Oh, no, okay. Why are you sending your troops to Venezuela?
Emma?
Tan.
Because I want to hold the border. Because I'm right
Yeah, but
next to.
Venezuela is not the nation that Prequel is playing.
Isn't he?
The little island you should be holding is right beside the Dominican Republic, which is just under Cuba.
Oh fuck! There it is.
God's sake,
Alright,
guys.
Loudmouth Australian is playing Dominican Republic. Oh, I see. There's a little. Alright. New retasking.
Very
There we
comfy
go.
here in Canada.
In Mein Kampf.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
I wrote your Steam message.
I like the way you got your units on the border of America, just in case. And America's got its units on your border as well. I don't know what they're thinking. They can't even bother to invade you until you get like 100% scaredness.
Oh, you saw the message?
You coming to Nazi?
I'm defending the Haiti people. You can't do that.
Must construct additional factories. You don't even know how hard I've seized these means of production. They're like totally seized. Completely. So,
Everyone is silently plotting now, I think.
yeah, I'm just
No.
thinking.
Yeah,
maybe
this
No,
is
no,
Kansas
I'm not
way.
doing the Luga. No, 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 no.
I'm just stuffing my face with a
Hans?
pizza.
So one guy is asking what mod you're running for the extended research tree.
The road to 56.
Have you got Hearts of Iron 4?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have it, but I think the last time I played it was in 2016 or something.
You'll still be better than me. I wouldn't worry too much.
I've
You can
played
basically
it.
join in if you want to.
Yeah.
I'm back. What's happening?
give me
It takes too long. Sorry, this is the main reason why I don't play it, and also was quite a bit disappointed. I was a real fan of Hearts of Iron 3, the Black Ice mod, and yeah, Hearts of Iron 4 let the bitter taste.
You see, for us idiots, we love it, right? But I can see why.
I have played Hearts of Iron 3.
So-
I like Hearts of Iron 4.
I
because
have
it's-
played Hearts of Iron 3 and it is even more complex.
I've looked at Hearts of Iron 3 and had a seizure.
You can get mods for food, wood, all sorts of things.
The Black Ice mod, you should not forget, Hearts of Iron 3 is complex, but the Black Ice mod is so complex that after you're a pro in Hearts of Iron 3, you have to learn it all over again.
Don't say
The
that.
research tree is like 2 or 3 times more complicated. It's really hard, but also really interesting. There's a lot of events and everything in it with a lot of information I never heard of before. So it's intense.
Jeez.
I had a hard enough time with the base game, honestly.
I have a hard enough time driving a tank in WarThunder, let alone anything else.
I've been trying to get back into WarThunder jets, and I can't. Like, I suck completely. I've basically forgotten how to fly.
Yeah, it's a line, isn't it? You can easily fall off it.
What is it playing?
What is it
Exactly.
playing? I'm trying to play like Horton, the Meteor, and I'm like, fuck, I literally have forgotten how to fly a plane.
So, hey,
In RB or in
Realistic.
Realistic,
apparently
yeah.
one guy out of your fan base wants me to sing in German again.
No.
Hey, Brandon.
Why?
Thanks for that.
Stop.
It was terrible.
I thought it was very nice.
Only you don't need to be nice in this moment.
Oh, don't know. Alright, it was bloody awful. I hated it. Really shocking.
I know that you hated it.
Don't embarrass yourself and don't embarrass me. Alright, keep your mouth shut. Is that better? I don't know. Did I go too far? I don't know.
Oh, okay.
And, no, you've got a lovely voice, and I think you should really express yourself more. I think it's lovely. I'm very.
The way you just settled out, I wouldn't take that for standing up.
You see, I'm very changeable today, apparently.
Express yourself more under the shower or what?
So, I'm the one who uses the Luga chat, not you. And I'm loading it right now.
Ha, Luger.
Walther PPK.
Fucking casual. I use an 88 for personal sidearm.
Webley, my friend. 455.
Is there such thing as a short-barreled 88?
Yes.
Probably, but I don't think there'd be much point.
You couldn't fit it under a trench coat, okay? So I don't know what you
If
mean.
you want a short-barreled 88, you have the Panzerschreck.
Hold on, I'm actually gonna look this up. Short.
The Panzerschreck was 88 millimeters.
Yeah,
Was it?
I confirmed it. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
If he confirms it, it's definitely true.
That's
That's
what I was
just a
gonna
fact of
say. 'Cause I
life.
know you read a lot of books about it. You're basically the closest thing to a historian I know here.
I mean, I'm actually a historian. That's
there you
right.
go.
I've studied it. So I'm not even close. I am more.
Out of interest, because you know your stuff, what was the M9 bazooka for millimeter then?
Pun?
The bazooka from the Americans.
I don't know exactly, but
That's
I
a
know
60,
that
isn't it, or
the
60?
Panzerschreck was more and was a rebuild. So
Ah, but here's the cool thing. Did you know about the NuTzis super weapon where they turned the Panzerschreck into an anti-aircraft weapon with a... I think it was...
Fliegerfaust
No, an actual...
and the
another one.
Fliegerschreck.
Yeah, that's
Oh.
it, the second one you said, I think.
The Fliegerschreck and the Fliegerfaust. Yeah, I actually have some stuff on that.
The Fliegerschreck. I've not been able to find much information on Fliegerfaust. I can find some information for, but not the Fliegerschreck.
I mean, I have the book, but I brought it into another room today, actually. I mean, if you really want, I can get it and read you something, but I'm not sure if you want this.
Mate, I sit down and just browse. I tried to find the actual books because, like, the internet finds like one information about a NuTzis super weapon. They just repeat it over and over and over again. I really tried to
Well,
see
I
if I
mean,
could
half
find
the
the
time it's
original book
complete
where they
nonsense.
quoted it from.
The problem is with books that
Fine.
they're usually most stuff is bullshit. So especially when it comes to the super weapon and everything. So I mean, if you see what Bismarck did on the anti-aircraft rockets, yeah, he basically said, okay, we have some data on these rockets, but basically everyone writes something different. So same goes with the Fliegerfaust and all the other stuff, because there are sometimes prototypes. And I mean, the best book on all weapons of the army is, I think, from Peter Hahn or Fritz Hahn, but it's in German. I don't know if it was ever published in English, and there's a lot of data in it. But also it's used by military historians from the German Military History Institute in their books, but they also refer to it in the footnotes. The problem is he doesn't really cite his sources. So, but it's the best we have.
Sounds really interesting because I want to actually be able to find reliable sources for my information. Like, one thing I've been always debating back and forth is, was the Horton 229 actually a stealth weapon? Because they keep just saying,
No.
sure, it
was not intended
wood.
as stealth.
It was just by coincidence that it
The
had
only
stealth
factor that I think
properties.
contributed to stealth was having the engines inside the body of the plane. That's the only thing I think that contributed to it.
And no tail.
And no tail. And the wood, but then again, you could say the Mosquito. Unless if the Mosquito didn't have walking great engines on the wings, it might have been a stealth weapon.
Yeah.
I mean, the Horton was not, as far as I know, intended for stealth. I mean,
No.
look at the situation the Germans had back then when the Horton was flying. They're basically, you didn't need a radar anymore because the Allies were on all sides. The Allies and the Soviets, so, or the Western Allies and the
I just
Soviets.
don't know what they were thinking though at that stage. It was like, hey, you know, like I think it was just anybody got any budget to build anything, we'll take anything, literally anything. If you got a
Yeah,
second
yeah.
you can build a plane, we'll take it.
that was the main problem, which I mentioned also in the one video about the flag rockets, because there was no Schwerpunkt, focal point, or center of gravity, which you usually apply on the operational and tactical level. They didn't have this in the production and planning level. So they made everything, and and Germany had a very limited number of engineers and also, of course, resources. And jet engines require certain resources that were hard to come by, heat-resistant material and other stuff. So at that point, I mean, the wood was one of the reasons, but also, I mean, even Great Britain used wood, and I'm not sure if the US, didn't they also in some cases use wood for certain planes?
Not
sure
sure.
about
Think of any particular ones.
It was the Hurricane that had a wooden rear end and a metal fore end.
Of course, the Mosquito was mostly wood
Yeah.
as well.
The only thing that was metal on the
think some of the
Mosquito
big-
was the engine mounts and parts of the cockpit.
Yeah, and apart from
Maybe
that,
some of the
spy-
transport American planes used wood.
Oh, fuck. So, I heard a lot of sirens in the last half an hour, right? So, there's a group of my town where things are getting posted. So, I'm gonna put up a picture. So, an off topic. Hold on.
Should I invade Mexico? Oh, they're
Yeah.
basically, I can declare war on them right now. I don't think I'm ready.
So,
Eh, fuck it.
this is currently happening. Like,
Oh.
Not-
What?
Oh shit. What exactly is going on?
no idea, it was just posted. I'm looking at the comments.
You should post this on Reddit and do an armor.
Hey, guess what? This was a terrorist-inspired attack by a... fuck off.
Again?
3 people got stabbed.
Is
Where is
people okay?
In a fucking shitty little town called Bad Bahnhof in Germany. Like, seriously, why the fuck here?
Which part of Germany is this?
Near Cologne.
Okay, well.
You just made a grave decision, Iron, because you've just given up your port to Mexico.
Awesome!
Wait, fuck, which port?
The port that was near Guatemala and Honduras.
Oh, fuck, I didn't put anyone there, did I?
Belize.
Yeah, well, they had more stuff there. They had like 7 divisions on that border, so you were never going to defend it.
Yeah. Oh, fuck,
Did you
and I-
just mark all divisions and send them to one location?
Yes. Maybe.
Control A.
I
Copy
pretty much
paste.
did that. I accidentally had 2 divisions that were still, like, highlighted. They shouldn't have been because I was sent in to defend the colonies. All of you.
One question for you, buddy, since you're a historian. What year did the Winter War start?
In 1939.
Yeah, I thought it was. Now I've got 2 years.
Well,
Yeah,
did
but
did
you
get
never
the
know
rest?
because maybe it's triggered earlier in this case.
Oh,
I don't know how it exactly works in Hearts of Iron 4, so
usually very badly.
because usually I think they have a mean time to happen. Trigger in the game engine. I mean, I'm also a computer scientist, so
Of course you are. Why not?
and
Same here.
and this I'm not sure if it uses in this case too, so it could trigger earlier or something, or never happen at all.
Blimey.
From what I can tell, most of the triggers in this game are just whatever the AI decides is the right thing to do. There's no real predictability about it.
Well, then, I
It's
mean, the
got
leaders of
something
these
for you.
countries weren't very predictable either, were they?
No.
So, I mean, Stalin wasn't what you'd call a predictable kind of a guy.
I'd say the opposite.
Yeah.
Actually, he was, I think, quite predictable
Well,
in certain
in his
ways.
tactics maybe, but I wouldn't say in his personality.
Yeah, personality traits which maybe weren't, you know, what you call.
I mean, with Stalin, you could be certain that at some point he would try to kill you.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah.
In this
What's
case,
that?
he was
You're his
quite-
son. Doesn't matter. Off you go. Just
Yeah,
prison door.
Speaking
it
of
doesn't
which,
matter.
Soviets
Saying
just
that,
created-
yeah.
Fuck. I can't invade Mexico because I thought America would let me through, and then America's like, nah, fam. And I'm like, oh.
Oh, God, what are you doing to my great country?
Why
What are you
don't
doing with it?
an amphibious invasion?
I can only send like 10 divisions.
Across
I
the
think.
Atlantic Ocean?
I mean, I have a little launch points here and there,
Oh, do
like
you? Oh,
Jamaica
okay.
and
Bad fascists, stay out of my South America. Bad.
Oh dear.
I mean, you have the whole Royal freaking Navy that's big enough to should
yeah.
cover all the coast, and then
Yes, it is.
that's a good point. Moving out. Roll out.
Sings Heart of Oak.
And it loses aircraft carrier to like a guy with a bazooka. Fuck.
Yikes.
Let's just send the Channel Force, that'll do.
So
need
you
that.
see, there are small islands right next to the Dominican Republic, so you shouldn't like the fascists here.
Ah, so I should keep my eye, you're saying? What do you mean you don't want to move?
Kill them all, yes.
I mean, Squire, you could do something like the Finnish did back then and map out all the forests for artillery tables.
Mm.
Yes, I've done something similar. I've sort of used the lakes in southern Finland as a sort of barrier and tried to position myself in a tactical way. I'm not, you know, I'm British. I bank on an ocean being in the way of the enemy. That's what I hope happens, but it doesn't really. I've tried to put water there. That's my natural instinct, is to put water between us. It's not quite 20 miles though. It's more like.
But wait a moment, Ollie. Where are you gonna Dunkirk to?
Well, I mean,
Sweden?
ideally,
Just run off to Sweden.
Sweden might be a
No,
good
onto
option.
Ollie, onto Ireland.
Yeah,
This small little island.
yeah, no, that might be it.
You know.
Still,
Oh, yeah.
Maurice isn't in charge of our grand battle plan, so I think we'll be alright.
Oh, I don't have any air bases here. America, let me in.
America, let me in.
I just want to be friends. I guess I gotta use that improved relations thing. Does it work?
Yeah, you should have used that from the get-go.
Yeah, send them some tea, they probably like it. Or they drop it somewhere in Boston.
Oh fuck, apparently I can only get like 4 supplies to like northern Canada, and I need like 12.
Do not touch me.
What?
I want all my supplies.
Linkle, can I come in?
The German Reich requests a license.
I don't think you need permission. I
Finnish
think it just
submarine.
lets you.
I just really want
Oh,
those
cool.
cute submarines. Come
You're
on.
right, I don't need it.
You've got U-boats and you're requesting a license to build Finnish submarines.
They're so cute though.
You
Yeah.
know what?
Oh, thank
I could
God
actually,
I'm
I could do with the
stop.
civilian factories. I'll take that. I'll take anything I can get.
I'm gonna send one dockyard to build
Thanks.
just these submarines.
Yes.
There's only one way how we can survive in this world against the fascists.
Yeah.
You gotta get swifty.
Hey, you guys seen the new episode? Rick and Morty?
Yes.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it yet. No spoilers,
Oh,
boys.
okay.
Okay.
So remember the bit when that thing happened, the really interesting bit?
Shut your mouth.
Ollie, did you see the trailer for the third season though?
No, I don't watch trailers because trailers ruin everything. I've decided.
Okay, then I'm not gonna say anything because the scenario was interesting. See it for yourself.
Good. I'm glad I've ended that
Where
conversation.
that thing happens, and then that thing happens.
Killed it stone dead, so I did.
My favourite bit was
The
when that
only thing is
happened.
basically it's a whole big reference. That's the only thing I'm gonna say.
Good. I'm glad I
And
killed
watch
that
for the
conversation
Easter
off.
eggs. Watch for the Easter eggs. Do that.
As always.
To be honest, I found the Easter eggs were more in that than in episodes 4.
Episode before was more about like what actually happened. I don't know if anyone's that spoilers or not, so I'm just details.
We're like the world's worst podcast, is what we are.
Right, Ollie, did you see the first episode though? That was a April Fool thingy.
Nope.
Not even that.
I've been busy.
Ollie,
the April
you
1st
missed
episode
it.
was dope.
Hey Squire, how's that video coming along?
I swear to God.
I'll fucking cut you right here, right now.
Powerful enemy this day.
People, be quiet for a second. Do you hear that in the distance? I hear weapon revolver being loaded.
Have you seen Game of Thrones?
You wouldn't. You wouldn't dare.
I'm out of date by like 4 seasons.
You've already shot one Australian. You try
Click.
shooting another, I'll bring the Kiwi
Click.
in.
Click. Ping.
Wow, Canada takes a long time to walk across.
Really? Does it?
Yeah, it's a big place apparently.
Hey, it's finally over.
Why are you sending all the troops to Canada?
Because
I was originally going to have them here
idiot.
to pick up
I
supplies before going to
kinda
Jamaica.
want to get an Ace Combat game, but I don't know.
I was thinking of doing like a two-pronged attack with Mexico, one from the left coast of America and
God.
one from the right.
Two-pronged attack. You sound like Hitler.
So I just got a message, whoever's Brazil can fuck off.
We shall
Never!
go for the Ardennes region. They'll never suspect that we're one country.
Oh dear.
Hitler hasn't done anything yet. We're being.
It's a
really
good job
nice
you only
guys.
play at war, isn't it, Ike? If it came to it, I think we'd be in trouble.
You know that Canada doesn't have the best kind of infrastructure up there?
Oh, not at all.
Yeah, that's probably why it's taken a long time to walk through like dense forests.
Yeah, it's because you're walking because I don't really have
At
railways.
least it's not winter, so they are not all freezing to death.
You know what? Fuck it. I'm taking the boat.
There are
Fuck this.
bears.
I'm
You know
done.
there are bears. Yeah.
Several,
Beer fodder.
several bears.
That's
Your
the
army-
best thing.
your
He has
army's
the-
just gonna
the
end up
biggest
as
navy,
bear
and he sends all his guys to run
Walks
around in
them.
the
Walks
forest.
them into Canada.
Funnily enough, Hikes, the area where your men are marching is actually my worst infrastructure.
If you zoom in, it's just nothing but dense forests.
Sorry, are you trying to flank Mexico via Canada? Is that what's happening now?
Hey,
what?
you
Surprise them via the North Pole. What are you trying to do?
I couldn't
What
go
are you
for
trying
the
to do
US.
like what the Soviets did to the Japanese and send their Baltic fleet to
Hanks.
Japan?
Yeah.
You know that you have a big piece of land in South America and a lot of islands for where you could stage an invasion into Mexico, right?
Yeah, I know, but it's not the same as like I don't know. Shut up.
It's just not the
You didn't
same.
know, did you?
I mean, you could attack Mexico on the west coast. That would even be more ridiculous, probably.
There we go. I
How
feel
about all of them at once?
let's just sign
Yeah.
Do it. Do it now.
Did it.
Oh,
Interesting times ahead, eh?
Marco.
hello.
So,
Right,
you know
I'm back.
what's
What's happened?
apparently Nathan is declaring war on me.
On you?
Yes,
Yeah.
Why is he doing that?
he cancelled the justification.
Oh, okay.
Hindenburg incident, so it didn't blow up.
Yep.
It
No.
didn't
Close
blow up.
call.
Anschluss.
Anschluss.
Anschluss?
Anschluss.
Oh god,
Anschluss.
Germans all the same.
Aw,
Lebensraum. Oh god, no.
but I didn't even say it.
Squires.
But you
being
wanted to.
infected.
Racism!
Yeah.
What? No,
Anschluss?
no,
You have supply problems in Eastern Canada. I don't know why,
Just a
but
bit. I have like a shit ton of people there and like one boat to transport food.
yeah.
Why?
Do you need any convoys?
No, it's okay. Don't
You're
worry.
you're creating your own Dunkirk.
I
up
would.
there
I
in
wouldn't send him
Canada.
any ships. I wouldn't send him any ships. I'll just drive them into a forest.
I thought they were shrimp wagons.
Oh,
Why aren't they
God.
going for the water?
Somehow the ship managed to get intercepted by a moose and rammed onto land. Happens all the time around these parts.
Wish we could turn back to the good old days.
Do you have a statistics how many men you lost already due to attrition?
Sadly,
be
we
really
have
nice to see that.
luckily, we have lost no one to attrition yet. They're just mildly hungry, not dead.
Hey, let me give you a tip out of experience.
Yeah.
Never invade a country in winter.
Oh, in Mexico. I mean, it's
Right.
Mexico. They can't
Well,
starve.
I mean, invading Canada in winter, not a good idea, but he's not invading Canada, so it's...
Right, he's
On my
invading from
boys.
Canada, so same thing.
Boys, on my focus tree, right? I have a policy called Finland's Lebensraum.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
I need to play
Desele-
Finland next
I thought
time.
deselected.
The next policy down is German military help, of course. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that German military, comma, help?
Yeah. Basically. Please, Adolf, please. Oh my god.
Why do you...
One guy in your chat asked, do me an outdated and unfunny joke, please.
I've got plenty of them.
He's called Erdogan, so you smell like kebab. Ha ha.
Ha.
Outdated jokes. Unfunny joke. Ha ha ha
Ha.
ha.
High quality joke.
It's
I have a
German humor, it's not
library.
laughing matter.
Military. You've got a library of history books, okay? and useful things. I have a library of jokes that weren't good enough to make it into videos. Thousands of them, pages and pages of useless rubbish.
And
you
so
know,
a corporation was
puns.
born.
Yeah, I could release a book of awful, just terrible puns and jokes. And
Are those like historical dad jokes, effectively?
basically, yeah, that's exactly what they are. Things
Perfect.
you sort of laugh at because they're awful, and then go, no, I can't use that. Got standards, well, sort of.
Well,
A few.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I like to think I've got a standard.
it's not very high, but it's a standard.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. It's really not very high
Okay,
at all.
I think I may have figured out this naval invasion stuff. It'll just take me 2 more years, but I might invade Mexico.
Why?
Because, like, oil or something. I don't know, it just said I could, and I was
What's
like, I'm a
your war
democracy.
goal? What's
Thanks,
your...
I'm prepared to sell all oil to you. Look at how much.
No.
I don't know, like, they were just like, fuck you, UK, and I'm like, you fucking what, mate? Flip the table, I'm like, I'm fucking invading you.
I'm
Why
like
does
a
Canada not
completely
start with
full
winter
oil
clothing?
drummer.
Hey,
Yeah,
I can help you out,
Mexico
actually.
was nationalizing its oil, and he got an event, and he could say, okay, lose oil or go to war.
What happened in
Oh,
the
I
real
see.
thing? I don't think there was a war, was there? I never heard about anything like that. Or
If there was a war between the United Kingdom and Mexico, I think I probably would have heard about it. I like to think I would have.
I think I did the other option, not the one that probably happened.
Yeah, I think it probably in real life it didn't happen at all in this way because they did something else beforehand. Usually quite sneaky, the British.
We are sneaky. That's something we do. Have you seen
Something
James
quite
Bond?
different to the Germans. They always go with the sledgehammer approach.
Oil fields, southern Russia, go.
Yeah, here's a tank. Here's a map.
Let's see,
Go there.
let's see. Yeah, okay. Right, you know.
oh,
Good.
when we landed in Glasgow.
Mm,
You're bringing global conflict to Glasgow, are you? Good luck. You're going to need air support, that's all I'm going to say.
and the
Good luck.
football team.
Well,
Hans, ich denke, wir brauchen Luftunterstützung.
Okay, I think I might be planning a naval invasion that might
Yeah.
work. Maybe.
Yeah, I imagine you doing D-Day. You probably would have landed in, I don't know. I want to have a guess, somewhere in Venezuela probably to stage D-Day.
I mean, I thought I'd just stage him there for a bit, and I'll put some people in Jamaica, but I know it doesn't have much supplies.
So hold on, are you at war with Mexico currently?
Yes.
Right.
He's doing the indirect approach. He goes to Canada and then to the little colony in South America, and now he kinda nears the Mexican border.
Oh,
But I
can-
think it's a feint actually. I think he just makes it look that way because I don't think that's way too direct right now.
Oh, I don't think I can actually invade around Mexico to the left-hand side. I don't think my ships can go there for some reason.
Hikes, you are representing an entire country with your tactics, okay? So be very bloody
People told
careful.
me to just fuck off. I'm not invading.
I wouldn't use the word tactics, okay?
Oh yeah, strategy. There we go.
Yeah, also doesn't really apply here, I think. It's more of throwing dice.
Hikes boost. Okay, what the fuck are you boosting me? Don't you dare.
I think we should have sort of a gambling system where we bet on people. Where's the game
I
pause?
can invite Mexico to the Axis. Yes. Time to start this World War 2 years early. I don't even have Bismarck. No.
Scharnhorst first.
Do I have the Scharnhorst?
You
No,
sure
I
it
have
comes
the
before Bismarck?
Schlingstein and the
okay.
Schlingwig Holsten.
He
Wow.
just said.
Do you want to have another go at that, Jack?
Schleswig-Holstein.
I know you're Scottish. Do you want to have another go? He struggles with English, bless him. Do you want to have... Yeah, here we go.
Schleswig-Holstein.
Oh dear.
It's a Deutschland.
Okay, Nathan now told me to fuck off because now he said whoever's playing Brazil can fuck off.
Okay, here's one for you. So I'm listening to an audiobook at the moment, and it's the Battle for the North Atlantic. Very interesting. But the narrator does something that really annoys me, okay? So here's a question for you. Bismarck, okay?
Mhm.
It was escorted by one other ship.
Prince
Oh,
Eugen.
yeah.
Yeah.
Dragon.
Well, okay, here's the thing. The narrator doesn't say that. He says Prince... I don't know what he says. It comes across as Eugene or something.
Yeah, I mean,
silly.
it's basically, if you translate it, it's Prince Eugene.
Eugene, that's the
Prince
one. That's the
Eugene.
one. Yeah,
Yeah,
and
I
it gets
actually
me.
recorded the
threatening.
pronunciation guide today
gets
for
me.
German ships.
Oh, it
I love
gets
the
me.
story of that because the British thought that the Prinz Eugen was the Bismarck and started shooting at it.
Oh, God. Yeah,
So
no, I
yeah,
mean,
Prinz Eugen is the correct way to say
there we
it.
go. I like, yeah, that's much better. And also, I mean, it briefly brushed over the Battle of the River Plate with the Graf Spee, and that was just the funniest thing ever. I mean, the two British light cruisers and the heavy cruiser going up against this bastard of a thing, and when the what was it, the heavy cruiser, what was it called?
The Ajax.
Yeah,
Ajax? I don't
Ajax,
know.
yeah.
Ajax, yeah.
When I was listening to the audiobook, and they received a lot of gunfire. All the
No, I
attacks
think,
apart from
sorry,
one.
I think the
No.
Exeter was the heavy cruiser.
The Exeter was heavy, Ajax was light, and Achilles as well, if I remember correctly. I
Yeah,
can't
yeah.
remember. Right,
Exeter was the heavy cruiser, sorry.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that is right. I think it was the captain of the Exeter. He said, well, after he'd been hit a lot and his ship was basically listing, he said, if he gets close enough, I intend to ram the bastard. And I thought, yes, that man there. Just, yes.
He is the grandfather of a WarThunder player.
Really. Blimey. Amazing, really. Absolutely amazing. What's this? Fascist demand referendum. Oh dear, here we go. Yeah. If the people want it, we'll hold the referendum.
It is the will of the
Yes.
people.
It is the... Oh, look at my flag. It's a bear. Wow.
Also, I hope you like the present, Minkle.
There's a request
what have we
in the
got?
chat
I
for
did develop Canada.
disabling the day-night circle.
I have mine off because it's an awful thing.
Oh, how do I do that?
I don't know.
Press
right.
N.
Oh, I see. So I don't like give people a seizure now. As
Ah, that's lovely.
I didn't even know that.
It's brilliant for the first 5 minutes, then it drives you mad.
What the fuck am I doing? Wrong. Oh, fuck. I can't keep track of my stupid three-pronged attack. I put them all in different islands now because I just got fed up.
What a surprise.
I mean, it's Mexico. What they will throw up against you?
Alright, fuck it. I'm replanning the whole
Tequila.
invasion from scratch.
Look, do you want me to join the war and
No,
help
no,
attack
no, no, no.
them?
This is my territory. Fuck off.
You want to fight about it? Yeah, great.
The British army
He
starved
just
to
wants
death.
to help.
Hex, listen. The Germans struggle with a three-prong attack against one country.
Yeah, that country
on
had like a
land.
really cold weather. This one's going to be really hot. Checkmate.
You're doing it over.
Hex, look
a
at the
hemisphere.
Zebra of Mexico. It's gonna be plain. You want all the help you need. It even says in the thing you needed to answer, it's gonna be a long,
You sure?
really attritionous war.
I was hoping the three-pronged attack would hit. I'll try and charge. Oh, Mexico City's in the mountain. That's going to take forever to get to. But
The words "charge" never work well when you're planning a battle, do they?
for the gates of hell, I didn't make our
You
way
see,
from Mexico.
you see that line of cannons over there? Yeah, the Russian ones. That big line of Russian cannons. We're gonna charge at them. Okay? We've got horses. Let's go. Doesn't end well. Never ends well.
Especially telling 20 divisions to charge at the same time.
For the gates
Yeah.
of hell, as we make
Yeah.
our way to heaven for the
Go
Mexican
back,
lines.
Copyright strike.
Mexico, Victoria.
Hikes, do you have many cavalry divisions at all?
No. I got like one.
That's a
Good.
shame.
Good.
You have 2 cavalry divisions.
Like, oh, do I? Wait, what the fuck?
Yeah, I saw it just recently when you marked one of the groups.
What are you
Oh,
doing?
okay.
Why do you
Yeah,
still have
you have 2
cavalry?
cavalry, the 6th and the 5th.
Are they fast?
No, stop
Oh,
right there.
fuck.
Get rid of them. Get rid of the cavalry.
Stop right
Well, half
there,
of them,
Colonel Scott.
half of the horses have been eaten by bears, and the other half are drowned. I don't know, maybe.
Okay, I think. Why do these ships keep going? Oh, fuck it, I'm replanning the whole fucking invasion.
Oh god.
Ah!
Mexican invasion, the 5th time.
Let's
This
try-
time it will work out
Why do
somehow.
the ships keep going home? Where are they going? Don't go there. There's nothing there
Very
for you.
embarrassing.
They're going back to get more troops.
No, I don't care. Stay there.
I think this will be one of the British operations you don't hear much
Alright,
about.
right click. You're all in this unit now. Fuck. Well, now they're together. Right click. You're all in a different commander now.
I have
Wow,
to
this
start
does sound like
drafting
bullshit.
viewers in a minute.
Just want to invade Mexico. Take my fucking oil supply.
Actually, Justin, the guy from the Navy chat, who played the Japanese, said that the cavalry divisions are quite good if you're fighting the Chinese with the Japanese.
Really?
Really?
Yeah,
okay.
they're good if they're in open terrain, like plains,
Yeah.
because it can quickly maneuver around all that.
So it's
So
like.
It really depends where you use
Nice.
them.
But for some reason, horses aren't good against anything motorized or tanks. I don't know why, but you know.
Well, the Polish tried. You see how
I was
that
gonna
ended?
say,
Yeah.
didn't the Poles use them just to run around with anti-tank rifles on the back of the horses and just run around and shoot
It's
at German tanks?
actually a myth, a bad one. too.
Really?
Yeah.
Ah, myth busting. This is good.
Actually, I never busted that myth because I thought it's actually not a myth anymore. But it's
Don't
like
destroy
it's
my
it's,
dreams.
it's like everyone, every book I ever read, it's noted. But the Hurricane was more important in the Battle of Britain than the Spitfire. I've never read anything else, and everybody tells me that. And for me, it's like, yeah, is there anybody who actually believes that the Spitfire was more important than the Hurricane?
I mean, okay, there's two sides to that. I mean, if we didn't have the Spitfire, I mean, the Hurricane was outclassed, is the thing. It was a bit outclassed by the 109.
yeah, it wouldn't have changed the Battle of Britain because the Germans couldn't bypass the strategic defense in any way.
This is true. I mean, you had the Royal Navy, and you had. I mean, this is true. They wouldn't. The invasion still wouldn't have happened. But
Well, how much
I'm not-
fighting time did they have over Britain? Wasn't it 15 minutes or so?
not even that. I don't think.
Yeah.
Half an hour, I think.
Even so.
E3's had half an hour.
Even so.
Oh, I can only
I'd
take
say
2
that-
units to naval invade.
It definitely tipped the balance of the air war a little bit.
I think the main advantage was that it's just they could just fly defensively and wait them out.
Well, if you have radar and you fly defensively, you've got a big home advantage, and that's a hell of a lot to have.
Yeah, they had a command control information system which the
Yeah.
Germans didn't know about, so they coordinated the defense and they used the radar in a strategic way, not like the Germans in a tactical way.
Well, this is it. I mean, we didn't know the Germans had radar until quite a bit after that. Is the funny thing? I think they didn't. We didn't know when we were doing our bomber streams. We didn't know the Germans could see the bombers on radar lining up in formation over Norfolk, and then the Germans sort of knew they were coming hours in advance because they could sort of see them on radar lining up, which was a bit of a blow, really. When you're trying to form a night, attack that's meant to be kind of secret, and the Germans can see them sort of formating over Norfolk. It's bad. That's what it is. But there you go. But, I mean, that military intelligence is one thing, isn't it? I mean, I read a book on bomber command, and I can read, as it turns out. And
I think
throughout
I've
the
just done a
war,
blunder.
there were loads of things going around. Like, the Germans have got this laser weapon, which they can shoot down bombers with lasers, and people were flying around, German city centers, not dropping bombs, just to see what would happen, to see if they get shot down by lasers and stuff. It was crazy, really. But one of those things.
Never heard that one, but yeah, it sounds crazy.
Oh, yeah, I know. There was just a myth going around that the Germans have got a secret weapon, and the commander went, right, I'm off. And he went out and he flew around for half an hour. Nothing happened. His crew were terrified, and then he brought it home again. After he was decided that nothing was happening, he was satisfied, basically. But, yeah.
Oh
one of
fuck!
those
I don't.
things.
Wait, 1 unit at a time? I can't like tell 3 different units to go and invade and stuff.
Oh, God.
I mean, you landed 5 divisions. You made it, finally.
Yeah, but I need like the other people to like come and join this guy who's like soloing the whole of Mexico. I don't want another
That's
fucking
it.
Zulu War incident.
Oh, God.
Yeah,
there's something
there was
I've learned-
a lot of divisions just at the coast.
You should have probably invaded something with a port to land
Oh,
there.
yeah, oh, God.
I mean, the other ones are ports. These ones are just meant to charge inland. Oh fuck, the wrong one went. I don't know. I don't know.
Heck, there's no port anywhere near there.
Ah,
Just build your
fuck.
own, man. Build your own port.
Actually, that's the thing. Quickly, harness the power of British construction. We need a pier.
And now you just sold out the Czechs because you are busy in
Is this a
Mexico
reverse
fighting.
Dunkirk evacuation?
Fuck it, I'll build a port. It's only 3,000 quid. Maximum priority.
This is reverse Dunkirk. What they've done is they've built a port so they can get more people in.
Oh, if the battle's on. I don't know, Yugoslav. I
God,
don't know. I
imagine
got
the movie.
decisions. I don't know which one I clicked.
The story of how the British Army built a port in 3 days.
If I can just keep them from not attacking, then I... Come on, where's the offshore bombardment? There, that's it. I put the whole, 20 ships there to bombard them. I hope it stacks.
To an extent.
Unfortunately, these guys are all going to die of starvation if the other guys don't back them up. Feel free to come and help your lads.
Invade down there because there are ports.
I
With
do,
the
I've
other
got,
18 divisions.
If you can see, I set up 3 army units to do naval invasion, but they're not naval invading.
Yeah, I never tried that system. I always manually deployed my divisions because I hate the battle plan system.
Same. Here's the thing, I never use planning, and that's not a good thing to do, but I just prefer micromanaging because I can do it.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, in the Black Ice mod, you had a whole division system. You could have 7 to 8 subunits for each division, and did everything from supply to transport to engineers to panzers, everything. I think you have 50 different types, or you could put them together. This actually brought me to the organization videos, because when I played Black Ice, I realized I don't have any clue how a division is structured.
Mm-hmm.
And then, yeah, well, then I learned it and did like 20 videos on it.
Yeah, well, I mean, you know, it's stuff that I don't know much about, to be fair, either.
Yeah, you always read like this division and that division, and I never had a clue. And then you look into it, and actually, it makes a lot of sense, and it's quite interesting, and maybe useful at some point in time.
Hopefully, maybe one day.
One day, maybe.
If the world ends, maybe you can be drafted into design divisions in real life or something. Who knows? Just
Yeah.
Okay, the port is 16% done. I just need to hold the line.
oh god.
Hold the line.
Mexicans,
I don't think
thousands
that
of
the
them.
red thing is pretty good, where 6 divisions are pounding against one of your divisions there.
No, you can walk drift it. Don't worry. Just
No, I
Mexicans,
don't know why the other
thousands
divisions
of
are
them.
not
Hold it up, yeah. Then the North pull the guy back.
No,
Are you
just-
sure you don't want some Canadians to come help?
Hikes,
No.
don't fire till you see the whites of their eyes, lads.
Oh, just the rest of the flotilla go and help them or something. Bombard the fucking air. What? All right, look at this, mate. Like, help me out with your
Look
history.
back. I want to see them die.
They're not like going though. I have backup ships that are ready to roll out, but they're not going.
Oh my god.
They're ready to roll out. This was just meant to be the one prong of a 3-pronged attack. The other ones are going for the ports, and this is the only one that left.
This will be your Mexico grad.
Oh, why are the other guys going? Go and invade! Oh my god. Fucking
A
invade!
lot of red, yeah. Maybe you should request asylum in the United States.
I can't do that.
Good luck.
I need to fall. I like the way US is just sitting there not giving me any of
You're
their
trying.
fucking
Sorry,
food.
you're in Mexico and you're trying to get asylum back into. No, you're asking for the wrong country.
Can't
there.
enter province. Fuck,
Oh,
these guys are
yeah.
all dead.
And the Americans have the wall up, and there goes your 5 divisions.
Oh, fuck.
I'll be the same.
Where was my backup divisions though? They're sitting there, they're all planned out, ready to fight, but they're not going.
We're
Put them
gonna
into the
hang
port.
out the washing on
I assume you have a limitation on transport or amphibious invasions or something. I mean,
Alex, how many transport vessels do you have?
753. We have 800 convoys, 47 are used. Oh, for naval invasion planning, 0 convoys available. What?
yeah, that kind of makes sense. I mean, remember at D-Day, how many divisions did they land on the first day on the beaches? I think 4 or 6, and 2 airborne. No, oh fuck, I have the numbers wrong, but not very much. Yeah, a handful of divisions, and I think you just landed more approximately the same number of divisions they landed in 1944, and it's 1937.
If I land
So
anywhere else.
the game is very generous anyway.
Oh wow. How do I get more like transport troop craft then? I guess.
Build them.
I don't know. I've got like 800 convoys. I thought they.
Ask a stupid question and get a stupid answer. I think it's.
I don't know. I've got 800 convoys. I thought those are the transports.
I mean, since all your troops that you landed died now, I think it's probably you should get them back, and this time just invade a province with a port. And I think, but I don't not sure because I'm not good at Hearts of Iron 4. With a port, you usually can just ship your troops there.
You can, yes. Once you control the
Certainly
port, you can just
can.
send like a 500
Yeah,
divisions.
then just do the same you did again, but with a province with a port, and you should be set.
It just feels so sad though. It's like I was like, yeah, I got a 3-pronged attack, and then apparently it's like, yeah, you can only send like these are the ships, and you've used them all up. I'm like, what?
This was not a 3-pronged attack. This was like a 1/10 attack.
I got some people in like Venezuela and some people up in this island that I don't even know
Like,
exists
you're trying to
in real
convince a
life.
historian, okay, that your 3-pronged attack that was a logical maneuver. I don't know.
I think I did like the perfect British naval invasion. It was like, all right, man, we're gonna invade with a 3-pronged attack, but we've only got 2
Like
ships.
Gallipoli or what?
We've only got 2 ships to
Yeah,
transport
I think
5,000
definitely-
men.
That worked in World War One. Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Gallipoli.
I think Dieppe is the closest comparison because of the Canadian tie. So I'm thinking Dieppe is definitely. what
Fuck
that
you,
was.
Mexico. You're on the list.
Right.
Total equality. Enforced patriarchy. Now take that one. That sounds great.
Human wave tactics shall be enforced now. Fucking hell, I lost 46k troops to 90.
So, Squire, what do you think of Montgomery?
Well, compared to, you know, the other generals before him in North Africa, I mean...
That sounds very convincing.
Well, I mean, at the time, when he was taking over, you know, he had such a supply advantage over Rommel. And, you know, he built it up and won a war that was, frankly, I mean, when you control the Mediterranean Ocean anyway, you've won North Africa. I think is the key to North Africa there, is owning the Med. And we did by the point he joined in anyway. So his North African sort of victory was expected. Market Garden, I think, definitely could have worked. But it wouldn't have done that much to change the outcome of the war anyway, or to speed it up. Obviously not a bad guy. Obviously a pretty competent general. I mean, imaginative. Thought outside the box quite a lot. Yeah, that's it really, man. I'm not, you know, I don't claim to be read on all of his, you know, well-known
And what is his
stuff.
general view in Britain about him?
Pretty popular, I'd say. I mean, people have the opinion that he saved North Africa and things, which isn't entirely true. But he did well. I mean, he did as well as he could. You could
From
expect.
my perspective, he is a good spokesperson, not necessarily a good leader.
Yeah. I mean, as I say, yeah, he had a lot of good ideas. I mean, wasn't Overlord his child as well?
As far as I know, he did the plans or something, but I have to really read up on him. The only thing I know for sure is that in the Battle of the Bulge, he made some various blunders with talking about the US, and so they got pretty pissed. And this is one of the reasons why I assume that outside of Great Britain, he has a rather bad reputation.
I think it's somewhat undeserved. I think he gets a lot of flack from Market Garden, obviously. Like a lot of flack from Market Garden.
Yeah, that's true.
Quite literally flack.
Yeah, a lot of it. And all over the place. But, yeah, I don't know. It's one of those things, isn't it? If it had worked, he would have been praised as one of the greatest generals of the time. So, it's one of those things. But, in the same way that when Rommel was sent to North Africa, he didn't really have much of a chance because...
I mean, Rommel never had the
Supplies.
instructions to attack. This is the problem. Rommel should have just hold out that the Italians don't drop out of the war. So he created more problems by attacking, actually.
Supply
Yeah, I
lines
can believe
don't
that.
move at Rommel speed.
Gotta
Yeah.
accelerate.
It's definitely the most fascinating theatre for me. I mean, North Africa is the most captivating one because it's so back and forth and so... It swings so horribly in each
I
direction.
like the Desert Reds.
Yeah.
My
Good
favourite
old
thing
Desert
about
Rats.
the fight for North Africa was how the BF-109, I don't remember which series it was, had like a little umbrella holder actually built into the external frame on the fuselage. And it was just for the Africa Corps planes, they had it added on. So they could stick an umbrella when they're waiting on the tarmac.
Amazing. You see, we Germans care about our soldiers. We are good people, you see? Not bad.
Certainly are.
No. Okay. Hey, mit Hans, it didn't work.
Okay, Mexican
So-
Invasion 2.0, let's go.
Is actually a human player playing Germany? No.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jack.
Played by a Scotsman.
Ah, okay. Jack Scott. Oh, okay, good.
I've just built the Scharnhorst.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
Whatever happened to that ship?
I'm gonna guess it.
I
got
mean, I know
blown
it
up.
was in the sort of Danish sort of Battle for Norway kind of area, wasn't it? Around the time 41-ish. I think.
Well, was it one? It was definitely damaged. I mean, nearly every
Yeah.
ship was sunk or damaged during Weserübung, so it's like okay, throw a stone in the right direction. Was it the one that was rammed by the glowworm, or was it the Gneisenau?
Can't remember.
I feel like
sadly.
the Gneisenau is the one that
I mean, I always mix them up too because they're basically named after two military reformers. So for me, they're basically always the same ship. I know they're different from name, but yeah, it's for me. It's actually it's a funny thing when in a town I'm at the have to go to the Scharnhorst or Gneisenaustraße. I usually mix that up because it's like yeah, it's both the same in a way.
Sure, no, I get that.
But I think most of the German surface fleet was later on bombed into submission.
Yeah, well, I mean, we did a bit of that.
Yeah.
To be said, we dropped a lot of very, very big bombs on. Yeah, was it Tirpitz? We bombed a lot
On everything in Germany and in France.
Sorry about that. Yeah. Well, it's as I learned from reading books on the subject that generally sabotage was more effective than bombing. You know, dropping agents in with limpet mines did more damage than bombing really did to German bloody output of resources and power and that kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean, it was a major diversion because the Luftwaffe had to pull out of Russia to a certain degree and everything. And the main thing is with strategic bombing, nobody knew how to do it. If you look at the Battle of Britain, at that time, both the Germans and the British were assuming that the other side was conducting terror bombing because they couldn't discern a pattern from the enemy dropping the bombs because it didn't do major damage. So you see, in 1940, basically nobody had a clue how to do it. And they just had to increase a lot. And then when they figured out, hey, if we just bomb transportation and the fuel, then Germany goes down. But they did it very, very late on in 1944. And then basically everything went down. The whole, I mean of course, Germany was already in a dire situation at that point.
Sure. It's a case of until 43 and Pathfinder units managed to light up target zones, and even then, it's a case of until 43 we bombed something at night in Germany, and the Germans didn't know what we were aiming at. They had no idea because bombs were landing on other parts of the country. You know, it's just a case of a lot of bombs dropped and not many targets hit. But
I can see here the bombs dropping.
Wow. Bloody hell. Wow.
Okay, Kevin, it will all be over soon.
Oh my god.
Why are the British bombing us?
Well, because sadly it was the only way to fight back at the time. Not necessarily a nice way of fighting, but there you are.
Here we go.
It's debatable, but let's not.
It's
Cologne,
easily the most sort of controversial part of the war as far as British history is concerned. But it's an interesting one. It's very interesting to see why they took the choices they did and why they did it, and if it was the right thing to do or not. And yeah, I mean, it's like saying, was bombing Japan the right thing to do with nuclear weapons? Maybe.
Well, after doing a video on the invasion, I'm convinced pretty much that it was inevitable. I mean, there's some people. I mean, some like in the Japanese leadership, in the diplomatic leadership, they were for peace, but those guys were not in charge at all. The military was in charge, and they were preparing to fight to the last man, and not military men, everyone, men and women. So then if you see that, it was like, okay. And about strategic bombing, everybody conducted it. The Japanese bombed China, the Germans bombed Poland, England, everything. The English and the Americans also bombed everyone. So it's, for me, the big thing, who bombed more is like the, how's it called? The body count comparison. It's like, yeah, it's a kind of waste of time.
Sure. No, I mean, it's something that everyone invested in early before the war, because everyone thought it would be, the war-winning weapon.
Yeah, that's the problem. If you listen to an Italian theoretician do hey on air power, like, yeah, we can bomb everyone to smithereens and win the war just with air power.
It's okay if you're fighting colonial wars against people who don't have airplanes, but yeah.
And even in that case, I think it didn't really work. So
no, it didn't. Didn't they resort to gas in
didn't
the
you
end?
British like to shoot?
We did a bit of that. No, we did a bit of the bombing.
What was it again? What was it called?
Yeah.
Zulus? Was it?
That was a bit earlier on.
And
Boers,
The Boers were just Dutchmen, though. That doesn't matter.
Yeah.
They were organised, very, very organised. I don't know. It's, yeah, colonial wars are a different matter entirely. But, no, as I say, sabotage, my friend. Dropping agents in with limpet mines did a hideous amount of damage, more so than bombing in some cases, but yeah, it's very interesting.
Apparently Mexico thought it's a good idea to guard their ports. Who would have thought?
It seems really like you're just dying out to try
Honestly,
to take
because of how this game works, if they've got one division on the port, you cannot invade that port. Because currently there is a man on a horse with a rifle that is shooting your aircraft carrier.
They're
and it's working.
They're stopping a fucking tank. Actually, wait, I might be breaking through. No, we're not losing.
Wait, you're landing a tank division?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the reason why you don't get ahead. You need, I assume in Hearts of Iron 4 you also need major tech to land a tank division efficiently, because, you know, the ships, the tank landing ships, they weren't not developed very early on, were rather late.
Oh, okay. I just assumed a tank is a big beastly object, but then again, when I think about it, if they did factor it in...
I mean, you live on an island. You know, tanks are not particularly seaworthy things, you know?
Yeah.
Well, they're called land ships for a reason. They can cross oceans easily.
I think these land ships are just basically someone's ferry boat with like a 50 cal duct tape to it.
No.
Can I just like invade them with my ships? Can I just crash the ships onto shore and turn them into like naval bombardment stations or something? I don't know. Or ground base, I guess.
I mean, can you see the combat modifier somewhere? You probably can if you click on the battle, and then you would probably see that you get a combat modifier for the tanks or something.
Let's see.
Click on the battle. Click here on the icon. Yeah, and now check on your Royal Tank Regiment. Move over there. Probably it's written something down there. What we have here? Suffers of heart attack. Yeah, okay, there's no, I don't know.
Like, I sent 2 cavalry.
In Hearts of Iron 3, it was easier to read.
Oh, there we go. Naval attack penalty, 99%. Oh, wow. Horses and... Alright, bail on that plan. Sorry, go home.
Naval penalty, 99%, yeah. And, yeah, everyone has this. So, great. Maybe infantry is better in that regard, because cavalry is also... not really well suited for a naval invasion, I don't know.
Okay, here we go. Horses, you're now being reassigned somewhere else. Infantry will try that now.
Oh my god.
Hey, the plans for the naval invasion are still there, so we might as well use them. Here we go, boys.
Oh no.
Could we pause this game for maybe a minute? I just need to go and quickly take a piss.
We'll put it on speed 1 for you, okay?
Oh, God. Fine, then.
Did you say you was going to go and take a piss?
Yes.
Oh,
Have you got a problem with that? Are you
It's like a racehorse. How long do you need?
Well, a minute.
A minute. Oh, they still use outhouses in Scotland, don't they? I apologise. Go on. Take a coat with you. You'll need it.
I still hear you.
You don't want to see the streets.
Yeah,
Oh,
messy.
God, this fucking war
Hey,
in
Ian,
Mexico.
your next focus tree thing be develop the Raj, please.
Development to large. Okay, I'll do that next after air defense.
Well, I never did it when I was when
Sorry!
he was in England, and it was just annoying because I couldn't produce anything.
My bad.
Alright, I gave Canada something. I suppose I can give you something too.
Yep. You can leave Australia and New Zealand for the meantime.
No one cares about them. For now.
Is anybody watching your chat, by the way?
Oh yeah, I've been reading
Not
chat. I just don't know
anymore.
what to say to it.
Let's
I mean,
check
I
it again.
was.
I forgot the people.
It's
I'm
kind of
sorry,
difficult
people.
to respond. I mean, there was so much banter, and it's like I didn't want to interrupt anyone, but just reading out chat messages and stuff that I
Hold
found
on.
interesting.
I'll pop up the chat.
Chat, what is it you're thinking about right now?
What
Oh,
are you
don't ask
thinking
them that.
about?
Oh no.
We're thinking.
Forget that one. How was your guys' days?
Oh.
Yeah, look at that audience interaction.
Yep.
Professionals.
Done by a German.
People are still yelling at you to disable the nighttime daytime cycle.
I thought I
Have
did.
you already done that?
Yeah, I did that.
Okay, cool.
I am
Justin
back.
234 says he killed Nazis earlier.
So I'm only seeing 2 answers right now to the question.
Which question?
How their day was.
Oh, yeah. How was your day?
Oh,
Where are
God.
your papers? How was your day?
Oh, we're starting with that. Okay, 1 second.
Hitler
Where
just
are
tells
your
us that you
papers?
can't invade Mexico.
Oh, you don't have any papers. Nah, I'm not doing it. It's too late. It's too late. I can't
I've
do it
lost
right now.
50k.
Actually, I need those factories like pronto.
But I'm not going to stop the air defense project. It's going to take you 30 days
You can't
until I
stop
start that.
Sweet.
So
Yeah,
is the invasion still on? Because I didn't watch. Okay.
It's still going on. I'm redoing it. Alright, I'm sending 3 infantry divisions now because infantry are good at attacking, apparently. Because apparently a fucking tank's too much of a pussy to kill a guy on a horse with a rifle.
Well, if that tank's not got fuel or ammunition, it's not much use.
It's a fucking man with a rifle.
Of course you sent the Highlands and the Welsh and the West Lancers.
It's a man with a fucking
But the English
rifle.
always send other divisions in for the hard stuff. Oh, our ex-colonies, which are
The
now
only thing I
integrated.
can say to that chat comment with drinking Arabian special blend tea, watch out, it's gonna have a boom.
You've got a point there, though, with, Tobruk and Gallipoli and rough areas. I mean, it's hot for a start.
By the way, Ash, how was your experience in Gallipoli? Tell us.
Please do not trigger me.
Why is
having
that triggering you so
having a
much?
grandfather that was
Whoops.
a high-ranking. He wasn't in Gallipoli, no, but he was in Vietnam. Yeah, strong opinions in the family. Great granddad was a corporal on Gallipoli, and yeah.
I mean, not a pretty conflict by any measure, but, I mean, at least it wasn't raining.
He was a lucky one. He survived.
I mean, it's bad, right? But the Somme bad, and it was raining. So there's that.
Yeah, but you didn't have to climb a cliff while getting shot at by a bunch of Turks with funny hats.
Well, you didn't get trench foot, lad. I mean, it goes both ways.
Ollie, do you want to get shot by someone who's at least wearing a helmet or someone who's wearing
I don't know. I think we can agree that they were both fairly hideous places to fight. I mean, either way.
Yeah, I'd rather fight the Turks than the Germans.
You'd rather fight Turks than the Germans.
No, I know which one I'll pick any day of the week.
Sorry, we can speed this up just as a.
They both have machine guns, so I don't know what the.
And then you have the Serbians.
Here's a question for you. Here's a
Serbian
question.
artillery.
Would you rather be in the air or on the ground?
Air.
In the First World War.
In the First World War.
Air.
Definitely, yeah.
Air, usually, yeah. I mean,
If you're German, that's fair enough, but if you're British, I mean, it's a different story. We've got to fly a stop with camel.
Yeah, camels are cool.
Camels are dangerous.
Yeah.
That should be an African
Australia
thing. Why
breeds-
camels?
Yes, but to be honest, at the
export of camels.
speed you're flying, when you crash, it's not really too much of an issue.
The
You just-
crumple zone, Minkle, is your face, okay? And it's gonna hurt. if you're-
And Minke, think about it like this: crash in no man's land. Oh boy, it's gonna be fun.
I'd still rather not live in a trench, honestly.
I mean, here's the thing. I mean, trenches were bad, sure, but half of all the Royal Flying Corps pilots died in training. Half.
By the
Oh,
way,
wow.
you just remind me of
Half of the casualties. Half the casualties were caused in training.
What I found
Very
interesting,
dangerous.
I saw pictures of basically well-kept trenches, right? Like the difference between the Allied trenches and the German trenches. Like the German trenches were most concreted up at many points and all that. It was. Why didn't you British do that?
Because we were planning to conquer yours. And
We're
then-
always on the advance. You know, there's no point concreting something if you're going to walk out of it in 10 minutes. I mean,
It's also expensive.
Well, we are moving out of it in 10 minutes, but only about 2 meters forward.
for every 10,000 men. It's, I think...
Jesus.
well,
Isn't that a little bit harsh?
No, I think it's
Some
pretty
say
accurate.
the First World War was just a family soap opera, just like Star
Yeah.
Wars.
Basically, yes.
It's kind of sad, really, because it was just
My
entirely
son
pointless.
Franz Ferdinand died. Let's kill all of Europe.
Yeah, okay. So the war on the ground, very messy. Lots of machine guns, lots of artillery. Not a very nice business at all. But only 1 in 10 soldiers at the front, died on the British side. If you're a man in the trenches, you've got a 1 in 10 chance of dying. I think is what it was calculated at roughly. Whereas in the air, not so much. You got 3 weeks, I think, was the life expectancy. So.
Yeah, but you'd looked really cool when doing it.
I mean, admittedly, if you ask me what I would have done, I would have been Rob Flankel, definitely, because it's exciting. You get a great pair of trousers, but I mean, it's dangerous work. So, yeah, lots of Germans flying around with better aircraft.
You just triggered a bullet.
So, Alex,
Yeah.
in 1938, and you're not a friend with France. Do you want Europe to end?
Happy mate.
Don't
You
worry,
got the
I'm-
20 minutes.
I'm the happy, friendly German.
I guess I could
No, you're
improve
not.
relations
Yeah,
and guarantee independence, I guess, because they're faggots.
Whoa.
They can't even build a good marginal line. They built like a marginal line that's like 5 meters long and called it a day. Right, here we go. Fuck you, Mexico. Time round 3.
Here's one for you. Why haven't any games been made on the Korean War?
I think there was Mig Ally ages ago, and Operational Art of War from Norm Kochas also had the Korean War, but yeah, those are really nerd games and old ones.
So did War Game Red Dragon.
Oh yeah, that was awful.
Oh, yeah, I
No,
saw
no,
that
no,
somebody-
no. I was thinking of Man of War, whatever it was.
Okay.
That was in Vietnam, wasn't it? I can't remember.
Yeah.
Either way.
The only thing I can say, I saw that somebody's trying to do a mod about the Korean War for Rising Sun 2.
Ooh.
That would be good. I'd like to see that.
Like, yeah, Korean War game would be nice, but yeah.
I mean, it could happen with games like how it's called, Order of Battle or something, that they add just a DLC for Korea War should actually be quite easy, because I think most of the units would be similar.
So, sorry, you continue.
So I think it's not a major investment in any way to do this, because it's the engine and everything is running. The setup is basically a Panzer General engine, and you add some scenarios. But if there's no market, that's maybe the problem.
Which there isn't. That's probably why there's not been, because no one really knows about it. It's one of the wars that sort of faded into obscurity.
Well, it was so
It's a
close to
shame.
World War
But-
II that it just sort of fades into it. For a lot
Very
of
true.
people.
But the thing is, Order of Battle and those games are already nerd games mostly. So people that play these games, I think, will also play a Korea War game. I mean, it's something different with a mainstream title like Hearts of Iron. In a way, is more of a mainstream title. So in this case, I think it's different. But Order of Battle, I mean, how many people play that?
Never even heard of
Yeah.
it.
Nor have I. It's true. Very true.
So, Ollie, apparently someone is making a Korean War mod for Sword Squad.
Oh really? That should be. I mean, I thought there was already an expansion for it, which was set in Vietnam or something. I can't remember.
It looks kinda dead though.
That's a shame. What about the Falklands conflict? Yeah. No, definitely not.
I mean, it was featured probably in some Harpoon game or something, I imagine, back in those days.
I think there was a Harrier game where you could, like a flight sim, potentially. I think that was one of those.
Yeah, probably. I mean, the Falkland conflict is also not very much to do.
What do you mean?
It was very
weeks, There's
short and
weeks of
decisive.
conflict. There's weeks of conflict.
Yeah, but when there was actually conflict, it was.
But
Yeah.
yeah, it's...
Hey, Iron, has it been 30 days yet?
Oh, apparently the port's located on a hill, so that makes it harder to walk up a hill to kill people.
Heck, I even made a whole armor free campaign.
How
for
is the
crew when
penalty
playing with
for-
the Falklands.
Oh, look, it's only... What was it 30? Or what's the naval penalty? For infantry?
Attrition?
No, beforehand with the cavalry and with the...
Oh,
with
with the
tanks,
cavalry it
yeah.
was 99%, now it's only 50%.
Yeah, but with the infantry, how much is it?
50%.
Yeah, you see the difference?
Yeah, and also terrain. I didn't realise though, it's a difficult port to take though as well, because it's on a hill. But now I figure
Yeah,
out there's a whole
but-
bunch of other ports that are undefended, and I might as well invade them at least and get a beachhead.
Are you
It's
still
actually
attacking
quite
Mexico?
interesting how much common sense applies to this game.
Yeah, I probably should
Are
have
you
just. I
still
don't know. I
attacking
thought Mexico wouldn't be that hard, but they had like 2 guys with a rifle defending a whole town, and that held up the British army.
Yeah, also I think I'm officially now your general of staff. Yeah, your chief of general staff. Yeah.
Tactical advisor.
Send everyone.
A common sense
everyone.
advisor. Don't send tank divisions to invade in
Are you sure that they
1927.
make big boom noises? I like the boom.
I haven't heard from Prequel at all. How's his invasion going?
I invaded the whole time. He had a coup as well, but it failed. But he's a fascist and joined the Axis, so he's bad. Very bad.
No,
He's a threat.
no,
Bad.
we're the good guys.
No!
Come on, come to Italy,
I
have our
wonder if you'll
lovely
declare
vino.
war
and-
on
Is it-
Cuba.
Is it Florence?
Are you winning that war yet?
Well, almost. Hey, but soon you're going to be
5
getting your
days,
brand new
4
factories
days.
and stuff. So that's nice.
I'm looking at Mexico and it looks still quite Mexican. So
It's
you must
almost
not
like,
want-
look, there's some naval divisions moving in on the other ports now.
No, they're really.
And there's like the guys with the horses are almost pretty much fed up, so they're going to give up soon.
Captain, we're sinking, we're sinking!
You're thinking, what are you
This
thinking
is a
about?
guy with a horse just firing at an aircraft carrier.
Pew.
Fucking aircraft carrier should be able to
Phew.
nuke 'em. Can I just like, I don't know, crash the aircraft carrier into the docks?
Frozen
Please.
torches.
Because we don't have an
carrier.
aircraft carrier, just in case Germany starts invading. Wait, hang on, Iron. Did you just send the home fleet from the... Oh my god, you idiot.
God.
Oh, I sent like the fleet, but there's still like a lot of fleet around
That's-
doing other
Sends
things.
the Channel Fleet to
So-
Mexico.
Fascist, what are you? Because the democracy side looks like it's losing. What would you give for a South American friend?
Hey, I got a beachhead. Nice.
Because I'm not that confident in democracy anymore.
I got a beachhead. Woo!
I lost my faith.
Well, you see, the thing is, no.
Okay.
So the
I
thing
gotta
is,
be
no,
sure.
that's an interesting conversation
We
to start.
have enough access. We don't want filthy Brazil.
I am the
Blimey.
guy that takes over
I think I
your guys
misjudged.
when
I think
you die.
I misjudged this right-wing party, Jack, with language like that flying around. I'm not sure I'm a
Listen, I'll
fascist
take
at
the
all.
Argentinians, but not the Brazilians.
I'm not sure I'm cut out for this fascism business.
No.
Oh,
But I've already designed my flag, so I'm sort of committed
Yes.
now.
Sounds
I've already paid the tailors, so I mean, that's what I can do.
I can give you money for the tailors to make it, no, anything.
It would mean designing another flag, and I don't think I've got
I
that
can
in me.
sponsor that.
Sponsor
Oh,
it.
look at that little submarine. Oh.
I can't believe I got a beachhead. I might actually beat Mexico.
Yeah, you need to go southeast, and one south more, and then you cut them in half, and then you can destroy the armies on the one side, and it should be way easier.
That's a good idea, actually. Oh, mountains.
But they have 7 divisions there now. But yeah, once you land all of yours, it should
As
work
long as I
out.
just play my cards right, wait for the other units
Don't
to
take
turn up.
the mountains. Take the other side to the southeast, not to the south.
Like,
Southeast because that's forest, I think. You see where the 5 divisions are. Of course, there's nothing in the mountains, so
Okay.
if you can take it easily, you can try both.
Okay.
Well, if he doesn't want to push the mountains, he could push around the mountains to Mexico City.
It'll be
Thank
good.
you.
Yeah, I think he should
Right.
first cut off the southern armies.
The British Raj will now have drug smuggling submarines.
Lovely.
That seems right.
Yeah, I've licensed him, and I've licensed Germany my Finnish submarines, which are adorable looking. Oh, they really
You
are.
guys are good to go. Yep, just go.
They're half painted red, and they're lovely.
Just look like little pills.
They do. Little antibiotics. They are adorable, though.
they hear nothing more than our like public front. Like, oh look, Germany's no threat. Look how cute our submarines are. They don't even have submarines. They don't
be
even have
careful
they don't even have
not-
torpedoes.
Be careful not to lose the port.
Oh, okay, so I need to make sure I division.
This one
Tank's
here.
good at
Yeah.
defending. I don't know. Did it get
Ah,
like...
yeah,
I
yeah.
wish I was live streaming because I
Think-
need a hand too.
Think historically there, Hugs. Tanks, right? Good for moving, right? They do that pretty well.
Yeah, but when you like put a bunch of sand, like dig them into the ground, put some sandbags on them, cover up
You might as well have an anti-tank gun at that point.
Yeah, but
Yes,
you
but
can
you're
move it out.
fighting people who don't have tanks.
Yeah, I'm not good at geography, but I don't think Mexico is good.
Prime tank
good.
country.
Yeah, yeah. I think the part to the United States probably, but not the other parts.
Let's merge these armies into one.
Excellent. And now kill the one army in the north. The 2 divisions he has there. Finish them off.
Are you sure I shouldn't starve them?
No, kill them. Damn it.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing with this game that really annoys me. There's no food. Like, you can't starve a country. Like, Britain imported 70% of its food in 1939. 70%. And, I mean, Dernitz's war was on, you know, Britain's supply and food in the North Atlantic. And in this game, doesn't really matter. You can sink as many convoys as you like, and they won't starve. And that annoys me quite a lot.
It would be
I
interesting.
think this is for one simple reason.
Go on.
Well, public relations, because people would freak out if we could starve in a game people would have.
You can drop nuclear weapons
But what about
and stuff, though, so...
civilization, though? You
Yeah,
can-
but it's all military stuff. The other thing is you attack the population too directly. And I think this goes into the genocide territory, and
But are you sure
And
Germany
Paradox
shouldn't have
said
a gas
we stay
chamber
away of that.
tree?
I suppose that's a fair point to have. But it's quite a big factor of the war, is what I'm saying. Quite a severe factor.
I mean, I did the video on the nuking the beaches, on the Japanese of when the Americans actually thought about dropping atomic bombs for the invasion of Japan, and the video got permanently demonetized on YouTube.
Really?
And yeah, and for the second video, for the invasion plan Operation Olympic, I cut out one line that stated that the Japanese were also thinking about arming the women and children. Because I wouldn't, it was not the necessary information, but I would know I had like 16 hours of work on it, and to get no money for 16 hours of work, or adding this one line which was not really important, then you start to understand. And 16 hours of work is nothing for a computer game. We're talking about several years of development for these things. There are jobs and everything on the line. This is a major strategic project. What we are doing, we are not even talking about tactics from our videos. A computer game is a huge investment in any case. So I completely understand nearly all the decisions when they want to avoid any flack in public relations. I mean, of course.
Starving civilizations is something that is.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I can see that. I really can. It's just, yeah, it's one of those things, I suppose. But, it's the thing that nearly defeated Britain, though. You know, the only thing that really nearly brought it down.
I mean, I think
Came
probably
very
someone
close.
can mod it. You can
Yeah,
make,
sure.
you can make a video and ask for a mod. You have a large audience. Probably somebody will do it. But maybe you get some problems with
I was gonna say I'm not going ahead and saying, hey, I want to be able to starve my own country out. I'm just saying it's a historical, point of view that no one's really talked about in the game, or anything like that. It's something you can get loads of U-boats and it doesn't really have an effect on the game much. And I'm just thinking, well, historically, Dernitz's campaign was the war kind of winning thing. If it had gone
Sorry,
well
if
for
I
him.
could just interrupt us and ask, Iron, why did you? I was trying to help you out there.
One
Come on.
division, get away from my territory. I know what you're going to do. You're going to turn up to that PIF conference
Come
with that
on,
massive dong
just
in your
accept
hand. You're
the
going to be like,
German
what up, bitch? I
volunteers."
basically did all the work. And I'm like, no, fuck you, this is my land.
You know,
Go away.
okay, then fine. Fuck you. I'm gonna go over to Mexico.
It was one... Wait, what?
To Mexico.
You stay out of it. Some of you kids are cool. Stay out of Mexico.
I
today.
tried to help you out, but
No,
no.
go away.
Squire, but this would be an interesting video. You could you make it and say, hey, I'm Squire. I want my community to make a Starve Them to Death mod for Hearts of Iron 4.
Hey, wait, you could have nice
By
mechanics,
the way,
though. You could
Hags,
have...
it looks like you're going to lose that peninsula, that little foothold. They've got more
Nah, I'm
mountain
regaining
troops
it.
than you.
I have 2 footholds. I've got a really good one now, and the other one is kind of half the divisions are told to stand
Yeah, the
still
other one
and
is
dig
where
in.
your ships are.
I'm going to be crushing these in a pincer move. I hope.
Yeah, you can't because they've got more divisions than you.
By the numbers, boys.
Yeah, if he cuts off those divisions, which
I don't have
yeah,
any
it
mountain
can
divisions,
work.
though. That's the sad thing. Like, I
Those
can't.
divisions at Veracruz needs to stay put for now.
But you have 5 more divisions there. You can take 4 of those and move them there and keep 1 for the port.
Yeah, that's what I got. I split them up into one each for each thing. That will hold the line long enough for reinforcements. You go there, and the other 4 just keep on chugging.
Here, those guys. Just need 1 division for each port.
Hey, I should actually I got spare divisions in England. Just send over some more, get another invasion going. Because that always works out.
I think you fielded more division than the United Kingdom fielded in the whole war. And you deployed them all in Mexico.
Remove Mexico. Mexico isn't even a real country.
For what? For the strategic resource, tequila or what?
I haven't even been building tanks. I don't know what I'm getting from this actually.
Why are we actually fighting this war?
I'm not sure, you know. Been fighting
Probably
so long, I
oil.
don't even
Everything's
know.
over.
Oil?
I think so. Possibly.
It's like bullshit bingo. Oil, liberating, colony, tea.
Yeah, let's go with that. And not my own ego. Okay, tell you what, you just hold the line actually. You guys have done perfectly good work for today. You just sit nice and tight there.
So actually the mountain attack seems to work out.
It's
I
surprising,
think
I only sent 1 division.
I think I missed the thing is I think there's a river there between the provinces. But
Oh,
I'm
right,
not sure.
actually. So that's why pushing out is so difficult, because it's into a forest. Oh shit, I might get an encirclement going. Quickly, rush the other thing and just rush in 1 other unit to hold the line.
I don't think you will get encircled.
Because if I shut them off here, there's only 1 more port connecting those guys to Mexico. And when because from my understanding, supplies roll out from the capital city. So if I capture this port here, these units all starve. As long as I hold that line there.
Yeah. I always encircle them and then I finish them off.
I think attrition you can go down to like
In true
50%
German,
basis.
you know,
Yeah, the German way is
tradition. Yeah.
Encircle
Warm
decisive
German welcome.
battle. Kesselschlacht.
Ooh, an airport. Actually, I can requisition planes though and control the skies.
The British Raj request production of Henkel 111s. Okay.
Nothing wrong with that.
No, nothing is happening here.
Nothing wrong with that at all.
Dig in, boys. It's a long war.
I mean, I'm practically requesting all sorts of things.
Alex, you're just building trenches. That's what we do, isn't it?
Yeah.
Germans encircle, we build trenches.
No, I don't. I just need to get this 1 port. But actually, I could just do convoy attack, I guess, and then no convoys get through anyway.
Oh, they still do. Don't
Oh.
believe they still do. You saw it yesterday.
Apparently, yesterday, what he did is they did some sort of submarine attack, and the submarines disrupt organization of your thingamajig.
Do they? Do they really?
Yeah. So when they're disrupting, they basically are useless.
Are they?
Wait, what? I've been cut off? What? Fuck, I thought I was doing the teleporting around him and nothing personal, but...
Thanks, Prequel, for declaring war on me,
Okay, Mexico's really up this
Oh,
or justifying war goals against the British Raj.
What's he gonna do though? He's
Okay, fuck it, I'm sending everyone. I'm sending everyone. This is fucking personal.
Can I kick him out of the
He's got about
axe?
4 men on a bicycle. You know,
I don't
he's
want to
not
be
got...
dragged into a war with the British Raj when they're buying my bombers.
It's fucking personal.
Maybe
Now.
Cuba or something.
Fuck you, Mexico, piece of trash. You think you're so special?
Taking this really quite personally, haven't you?
I did. How did they fucking just teleport behind one of my divisions and cut them off? I was the one doing the insert.
Mexican space
I
magic.
actually wanted to tell you that you need 1 division there, but I actually thought it was...
I had 1
Obvious.
division moving, but it was moving really slowly. Apparently.
Yeah, I mean, I thought you had 1 there. You sent it, but it
I
wasn't
sent it, but it
fast
was
enough.
walking still, and then apparently
Yeah.
because they stepped into that space, it automatically teleported back. And now this poor guy down here is going to starve to death.
Yeah, so now if If you're unlucky, they can all break out.
I mean, like, I'm just hoping they kind of books. They seem low on supplies and organization. They might just try and retreat, please. Please.
You can't retreat because they can't retreat to somewhere which you don't own, I think.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're losing again some divisions. Doesn't matter.
I sent 20 divisions.
I think you should go communism because then it really doesn't matter.
Human wave tactics.
Yeah, so we don't give a shit. Just throw people at them.
Okay, another naval invasion at the north, just purely to distract them. It's only 2 divisions.
Are you democratic or fascist
Democratic.
or communist?
Democratic.
Sorry, you're gonna switch ideologies in
Yeah,
1938.
please switch fascist or communism or something.
I wanted to be fascist, but Ollie's like, oh, look at you, you're not helping the France anymore. I'm like, France can help
Well,
itself.
I'm just
Yeah,
saying,
but-
yesterday you know,
for role playing, I mean, you're treating your people or your soldiers worse than anyone else.
They need to fight harder, the fucking cowards.
Yeah, that sounds a bit like Adolf. Yeah.
Look at me, I'm a soldier, I need food to eat, la-di-da-di-da.
So can you guys push fascism or communism, the other guys in his country, because to make this more role playing?
Yeah, someone can.
I demand to
I can
leave
push-
faction.
I think he needs to be communist, doesn't he?
Iron, I demand that you release my
Hikes,
nation.
just
What? I
put a
gave,
communist
I gave you
person into government.
factories.
Hikes, put a communist person into government. It'll be fine.
Fuck it, why not? Might as well join Russia.
No.
No,
Alright,
no,
joining
actually
Russia it
getting
is.
nothing. I gave you factories, I thought we were buddies.
Yes.
Stabbed in the back.
You must kick me out of faction. I do not want to be in your faction.
Why? I'm just taking over Mexico did something. I don't know what
Yeah,
they did.
I don't want to be in your faction.
Alright, you can kick yourself out, can't you?
No, I can't. You're
Oh,
a faction leader. In fact, I'm a puppet state.
No, you can
Unlucky,
stay a
mate.
puppet. Now, if you excuse me, I'm going to send 20 divisions to go beat the shit out of Mexico because I'm fucking fed up with these guys.
Oh, come on.
No.
Burritos, tacos, you know?
Nope. Fucking Mexico thinks they're big shits. Oh, you just wait till I get to Mexico City. I'm gonna. Oh no, all the divisions starve to death. That's not
Yeah,
good.
there goes another one. So this is division number 6, yeah.
Yeah,
Which
I
you
think
lost,
that's
I think.
the 6th division lost, not including casualties picked up already.
Yeah, and the 2 cavalry and 1 tank
Oh,
division,
I have
could
actually-
they retreat or did they die on the beaches like in Kiev?
I'm not sure. These guys will hold out, I
Oh
think.
dear. Oh dear.
The tank division can evacuate, I suppose.
This is
sometimes.
very sad. This is very sad to listen to. Or did they die on the beaches like in Dieppe?
Okay, here's the thing. I'm sending 2 divisions now by themselves.
I'm
to go and
not
invade
a very nice comment.
You're very German. It's clinical.
Yeah, I mean I called the first disaster Mexico grad, so everyone gets
That's
his,
my point.
his-
Higgs, why don't you try and airlift resources in to help them?
I really
Yeah.
wish I could, but I can't.
and you use your training planes in Stalingrad.
But look at this. I'm
So
sending...
that the Luftwaffe can't train anyone more.
How fast do you reckon these guys can get to the other side of Mexico and then evacuate from a port from there?
Not very quickly.
They're infantry, not even cavalry, so they're going to move pretty slow.
I mean, you even have the arrow going to Mexico grad still there. You see? When you land there, you can dig out the graves of the 5 divisions.
Oh,
They will be taken back to England and given honourable deaths. Sorry, burials. Burials.
They'll be shot for their incompetence. And...
Okay, Blitzkrieg,
Yeah.
go. Split up from
Brilliant.
extra
Wow.
movement.
India has a very impenetrable navy. One bloody, like, pill-like submarine.
Yeah, mate. Give me, I don't know,
Wait, how quickly can I build
one
a
good
dock?
old-fashioned British battle cruiser, and I'll impregnate the bitch. Don't worry.
Pardon? What?
You should push for one
is,
of the.
is this the
Yeah.
same squire? Like seriously?
These guys are walking slowly.
Yeah, I
Finnish
think you
cousin.
should just hold there or go for another port because they will eventually be
Unfortunately,
cut
all the
off.
ports are in southern Mexico, so unless I charge all the way
No,
to
you
the
can
other
go
side,
on the west side.
Hey,
On
that's
the
the
west
plan.
side, they have their ports.
It's like
Yeah,
in-
but you're moving up to the north to United States. It's a bit far. There is a port over here.
oh,
way
okay.
to the
I'll
south.
just
You
tell
see
them to
that?
walk straight there.
Yeah,
Alright,
yeah.
New orders. Straight across Mexico. Through the hills. through the
Straight across.
I mean,
Are you
I
tr-
wouldn't
are you
have
trying to-
landed there in the first place, but what if try to get a port or something to land more divisions?
Can I build a dockyard in foreign territory?
Oh god.
Pretty sure I control it though.
Or link up, go south and link up with your other divisions there.
I just walk along the coast and
Was it Ash? Do you know watch Game of Thrones?
when these guys capture this place, I turn them down.
I have seen the first episode of
Ah.
season 1.
Again,
I'm-
no culture. Again,
Blu-ray.
cultureless. Utterly
Here we go.
cultureless.
Here comes the cavalry.
I'm waiting for it to come out on Blu-ray because I want to binge watch the phone.
Oh, waiting for it to come out. And...
Yeah, binge watching is the way to go. I actually wait till Game of Thrones completely finished and I buy everything on DVD and watch it in.
I mean, I want to do the
1
same with
week
The
or
Walking
something.
Dead, but
Hikes, are you building convoys?
Yes. I do have convoys.
Good. Good.
He asked if you're building convoys, not if you have one. That's
Oh no, I am
different.
building them. I'm building 3.5 a week.
Some guy in chat was asking, yeah.
Unfortunately, Mexico finally suddenly realized that, oh shit, lad, we've got to like defend this or something.
Your video is approved for monetization. Thank you very much.
Lovely.
I should have
So-
seen cavalry or something, or mountain division. I should have researched them by now.
It wouldn't make a real difference if the British battlecruiser had a habit of exploding in this situation, since what they're being shot at is rifle caliber.
Why are these guys getting food? I've got so much like. Oh, okay. Apparently they don't have enough food.
Mm.
Right, I want to invade Sweden. It's gonna happen now.
Mm. Oh yeah, yeah.
Yep, Finland invades Sweden. That nice historical thing that happened.
Yep.
Um,
You're not that far out from Winter War, I don't think, now.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, I was just told 20 divisions to go to Mexico. No orders, just get to Mexico City. That's the only order.
Yeah, does this win? Because is it the only key province, or how is the system in
There
Hearts
are
of Iron
several
4?
like provinces around. Let's check how the war progress is going. No, I need to take a lot of cities.
Oh yeah, and we have the second Mexico grad because all your 2 divisions were cut off, of course, and they are now going to die in
They will
the
die horribly.
Mexican mountains.
I was hopefully trying to bait away like.
So
3 or
that
4,
now we have the death count at least. So we have 6.
85,000.
Oh god.
You lost 6 complete divisions, and now you're probably adding 2 more. This is, yeah, 8 divisions.
Actually, if I just keep these guys on the hill, and you guys stay in the hill, yeah, they'll do fine.
No, I think they're gonna die soon because yeah, everything is red on the battles. I mean, at least stop them from attacking.
Yeah, that's what I did now. So now they'll just sit
But
there.
yeah, I think it's pretty much over there. So Squire, you probably should keep count of the losses because you seem to have more of an attachment.
I do. I really do. It's sad, isn't it?
Yeah, it's Mexico grad the second time. Can you see it in the stream in the northern part of Mexico?
Yeah.
You should see 2 divisions.
Yeah, they are
They're
completely
just fine,
encircled.
like, oh fuck, it's 1 now. Oh, the other one's like,
No, he's just
he's
somewhere
almost
else
dead.
in a mountain somewhere having
What
a
it is
wander off.
a remarkable tactical blunder. I mean, it's...
No, it was a
fact, he-
strategic move to bait the
he
enemy
not-
away for us to secure the victory in the south. Yes. God help everyone, my soul is going to hell after this. What do you mean they got air superiority? I've got more planes than they do.
remarkable
Probably.
tactical blunder.
I really thought having like 50...
And you also messed up to cut off the divisions down there to kill them in an encirclement. So you're basically fighting a war of attrition now.
Yeah.
And you're also losing encirclement battles against the Mexican EI, which is also quite an achievement in itself.
It's like I feel totally fucked. It's like I gave up trying to take this mountain because I got to cross the river, then go up a mountain. So I was like, fuck it, I'll take like this forest at least, which doesn't have a river.
It's transmission from what? There was a transmission. What did it say?
Oh, I didn't read it.
Finland declared war on Sweden.
Hello.
Yes,
Oh.
yes, you did.
I may have
I
done
think
that.
you might like that, Lens.
Maybe I need to get the guys. Yes, army logistics, division attrition less. Yes, we're
Oh,
gonna
I don't
get
actually
that.
I don't actually need that. If that's okay, I'm okay for that.
Alright, okay.
Yeah, I've got plenty of rifles. It's,
Wait. British Raj something? What? You've destroyed diplomats?
How about this then?
Ash.
No,
Yes, this is
I've
interesting.
stopped the production licenses, so I don't
Hmm.
need them anymore. I got something better.
I'll accept that.
You're being picky about.
Oh
when you
wait,
want to move.
show the war progress. I want to see the losses you had so
I mean,
far.
Iron, you haven't even been doing anything. Like, Germany's got better aircraft than you at the moment.
I
So
don't need
I'm
aircraft.
picking
Aircraft
German
for
aircraft
wusses.
over you.
They're unsporting.
Can you show the war progress again? I want to see the casualties.
Oh yes, let me keep you updated with that. So at the moment, we currently have lost 89k British people. Let's round it up to 90. And the Mexicans have lost 185.
Eh,
So you have 1 to 2. Is this right?
Yeah.
Or it-
Surprisingly high for some reason.
Yeah, I think because they're probably running around with sombreros and you still have the steel helmet or something. Because else this wouldn't make any sense because you lost 8 whole divisions. Oh, correct. They're still fighting. They're still dying.
I mean, I sent 20 divisions in a straight line to Mexico City. If they die, I'm just gonna not leave Mexico alone.
This is just a disaster.
It's almost
As a
amazing.
historian, and you know, it must be killing you. This.
This is...
This is a massive tactical victory for me. Look, I'm baiting 6 divisions away with 2. Yes.
The thing is, I don't even play this game, yeah, and I knew that you shouldn't invade with tanks and
Oh, fuck, they all
cavalry and
died.
everything. This is the main problem. So the common sense is quite a problem here, yeah.
This is really.
Gone in that
Iron,
direction.
those two don't go in a sentence together.
Oh yeah, Mexico grad number 2 just fell. 2
I think
more
it's the
British
4th one,
divisions.
maybe.
This is really annoying. Italy's not even defending their own ports, so I have to.
I mean, this is quite historically accurate
Oh,
I mean, you stop.
in a way.
60%
Yeah.
attrition. Fuck. That's pretty bad.
There's
Squire, you're
68
writing
divisions.
you're writing a lot of letters of condolence right now, right?
I think we're running out of paper. To
I'm
write
not
these
doing
on.
anything, mate, because I'm Finland now. I'm a Finnish person.
I've run
You're
out of
finished.
paper to write these things. Hey, I did a circlement. And I cut off the port and everything. These guys are gonna. Alright, hold the line. You don't even need to go to Mexico City. Just let these guys die of starvation.
Just
Oh.
let these guys back to starvation again pretty quickly there.
Now encircle them there in the east and kill them all off. This is
Okay,
the
so
first
keep the
thing to
20
do.
divisions. Alright, I'll keep 10 divisions here. That seems more reasonable.
Just kill them off and then move on, because
What do you mean?
you can't do 2 things at a time. So
Yeah, I need to let
just
them, like,
simple,
starve.
small steps.
Okay. I mean, my guys are starving. They are like, there's too many of them for how much supplies are here. But alright, okay.
Oh, why? How could this happen? I
It's
wonder.
got 50 to 60% attrition on like 30 divisions that are stuffed into a little square.
I just wanted to help.
No. I mean, at this point, I'm just hoping they run out of ammunition from all the human bodies are thrown at them.
You're very pleasant today, aren't you, Iron?
I might as well be communist at this point. Human wave tactics shall overpower the enemy with their inferior numbers.
One comment in the chat: just surrender and let Mexico annex you.
It's got a point, to be fair, buddy.
I finally did a minor encirclement of their army.
I don't want any land. I just thought this might help you speed up a bit.
No. This is my
Probably.
war.
Yeah, sure, buddy.
Couple
Join
of
wars.
light tanks your way.
I mean, good news, British steel industry's doing alright.
That would last.
Yeah, they've got a lot of supply to fill. I'm sure they're making a lot of money.
Serbian artillery is guided by God.
I don't think anything you've got down there is guided by any god.
There is
Cool,
no God down in
your
Mexico.
microphone is peaking.
Oh, is it really?
Yes.
Interesting.
Yeah.
shouldn't be doing
Sorry. Yes.
Yeah. Wingardium Leviosa.
that. Is that any better?
Pull that guy back that's attacking. Yeah,
The
this one.
singular guy. I don't know why he's doing that. Wait, let me find him again. Oh, he gave up doing that. I think I might just give this guy hold orders now. Which one is he?
Here, the next one is attacking. There's something wrong. They always try to go there, down to
I
the
think I need
south.
to do the.
Do you still have the order to go there in the south where the one division was killed, cut off? It looks this way.
Am I looking
Yeah.
at it now?
You don't need to go there. He's counterattacking now. If this goes wrong, you lose your port there.
Oh, it's got well, counter. Oh, words.
Yeah, at least this one looks okay this time.
Okay, we're gonna call you Army 1, but actually we're gonna rename it to Fuck Mexico City. So we're gonna teleport around this unit now using boats.
Understood, sir.
And then we just go for Mexico City.
Just name them 6th Army, just in case they get cut off again and die. Okay? So at least that there's some kind of historically accuracy there.
My supply situation is so fucking bad.
I mean, maybe you can get a mod that you can get Paulus for your field marshals.
Hey, I'm doing it. I'm circling. Look at me.
Yes, sir.
Why is this guy
I would
keep
love
attacking?
to,
Guard the
give
fucking
you-
port.
Yes.
Air superiority, Ollie, but there's no
Right, sir.
there's no airports north of like your capital city in Finland.
I know, it's not good. But hey, I'm winning the war hugely. I've surrounded many divisions.
Yeah.
Message from the Dominican Republic changes their diplomatic status to justify war.
Wait, did someone just... Yeah. I missed that. It was a little war symbol and then it went.
My God, there's actually a big fleet battle going on between the. Why does Sweden have as big a navy as Germany?
I know, it's scary. They sunk my
We've got
4
9
ships
heavy
very quickly.
cruisers. I only have 3.
I mean, if the German player is any good, he
17
will
divisions.
probably invade the United Kingdom in a few days and just win.
No.
Yeah, no, but I thought about doing that, but it seems a bit unfair on.
Yeah, you could ruffle stomp
He
him.
seems to be struggling a bit as it is.
With
I got
Mexico.
5 divisions
Iron,
in
don't
England.
send so many divisions in at once. You're
I
gonna
got
have
5 guard
attrition.
in England. I'm sure they'll do well against the whole German army.
Listen to me, Iron. Don't deploy so many divisions in that one area.
Yes, sir.
Okay, let me...
See those
get
guys
that.
at the front line there?
Yeah?
Send them in towards the other cavalry.
Can do.
Oh, no, go back. Oh,
The other cavalry. The other infantry.
okay. With this pocket, I'll
Because
set a small
if you
group-
put all your divisions in one area, they're going to have more,
attrition.
you know, yeah. And that costs supplies. You're complaining about supplies just before.
Yeah, because I've got like 20 divisions sitting on each other. How do I... Okay, I need to like redesign this pocket because I've got like 50 people guarding just 17.
No, you don't have 50 there.
Okay, let me see. It's 15 guarding 16, maybe just a little more. But
Yeah,
I can essentially starve these guys out. I can have like half their number guarding these guys and they just starve to death and I walk in and kill them when they're dead.
so... that was in the lobby.
Okay, they can march in probably. They're pretty hungry now.
Quantity is a quality of its own. The Iron Armenian, 1939, the invasion of Mexico.
At least it was... I mean, it makes sense now, all the Stalin memes you always have, yeah?
Okay, 10 divisions attacking for the mountains is a big no. Okay,
Did,
Oh,
did,
dear.
did you just crush the
Jack.
pocket finally?
Yeah.
We've got a problem.
What?
Russian divisions.
Winter War started?
Oh, has the Winter
think-
War started?
Are they justifying on you?
Nope, they're just in
the pocket
in
has been
Sweden.
squashed.
You're gonna have to deal with them for me in some ways, I think, buddy.
I mean, maybe
No,
they're
I'm sure
just
you've got it.
taking over the Baltic states now. I don't know when exactly that happened, but it was also around 1939, I think.
So I lost 3/4 of my surface navy to Sweden. I'm gonna run away.
Who are you playing?
Germany.
Germany.
You. What did you do?
I engaged Sweden in a surface battle.
But does Sweden have anything bigger than a
They had 9
destroyer?
heavy cruisers.
What?
Yeah. That's what I thought.
9 heavy cruisers.
Yeah.
That's quite a lot.
Yeah.
I think that's more than Germany had back then.
Yes, it is. And it's definitely more than I have now.
I demand you release me as a puppet
So-
nation
No.
to my own nation.
Don't make me come down there.
So you had your
I
own
will go
little
fascist on
Weserübung.
you. I will go fascist on you. I warn you.
Do it.
I like that that's the threat. Release me or I'll become fascist.
Do it. Join the dark side.
Alright, how much will it cost
All of it.
for me? All
It'll
of it.
cost you being annexed.
I'll probably join the next match because, I mean, even I don't know how the game works right now, I think I will still hold my line.
I think
In
you
one
probably
way
will,
or
buddy.
another.
I think you probably will.
Iron,
Yes.
release me.
What do you gain by being released? Don't you enjoy the comforts of being part of the British
No, I
Empire?
don't. I hate the UK.
What,
I'm
what have we
Australian.
done to you? We give you tea and sugar. And...
Oh, tea,
Slavery.
yeah, whatever. Oh, so, live your soul.
Well, what do you gain by
Live
being
your
free?
soul.
We handle all the difficult stuff.
Oh yeah, like invasions of Mexico. Yeah,
we're doing it
that's
now. It
real
only took
difficult,
like
isn't
3
it?
years, but we finally decided to kill like half the Mexicans.
That's not half the Mexicans, buddy.
Well,
Ion, can you take a look at the Finnish-Swedish war?
Finnish Swedish war. Yes, I'll update you on it.
Just take a look from the map because I want to see it.
Is that good? I know it takes time for it to come through.
Yeah, it's starting to
Oh,
work.
that looks nice. You're doing nice,
I can
Squire.
invite Sweden.
Yes.
No thanks.
No, I've got Germany's help because Russia's helping Sweden out, so it's become a bit of a global conflict in some ways.
Why is Sweden
But
asking me to help
There are
them out?
Ju-88s flying over, so I guess we're winning the L. Or
I don't know, like, should I help Sweden?
why the
I
hell
think
would
you've
you
got
do
enough
that?
to deal with
You should
already.
release
Oh
me
fuck,
from
no,
your
Germany
control.
hates Sweden. No, fuck that. You're on your own, Sweden. Bye. Nice
I
knowing you.
want to be my own nation.
Sweden's iron ore will be mine. It will be mine. Then I'll take Norway so I can transport it to Germany. No, no wait, that's not.
Hey, give it to Canada.
I will
Okay,
take their
I think
iron
I'm
ore.
finally winning. Like, the odds are back into, like, 1 British soldier for 3 Mexicans.
Bloody embarrassing is
Oh,
what it is.
God.
Bloody embarrassing.
They aren't bad KDs. Kill death for sure. I feel so bad.
100,000, 13 men died on Mexican soil, or somewhere in Canada eaten by bears.
I didn't lose any to attrition. They just got really hungry and lost a few limbs, but none of them died. Where's my shore bombardment? Bombard them from the shoreline. Come on, get
Is
out.
Kevin still here? I
Kevin.
haven't heard him in a while.
Guess not. Oh yeah,
Jack, this is a military work of art. What we're doing here.
it really is.
Another comment from the chat. You're still invading Mexico? 3 question marks.
The question is, do you remember that time when I sent 2 divisions by themselves to Monterey? Do you reckon I should do that again and see how it works this time?
And there's another from Super Monkey. Iron losing over 100,000 men to Mexico is pretty embarrassing.
It's very embarrassing.
And there's also a comment in Spanish. Si fueres aunque gasta memoria ram. I actually can't read. I don't know what gasta means. If you want.
Iron.
Yes.
I demand
Aunque,
that you
well,
release me.
what's obwohl in English? German guy.
Kevin,
He's gone. Kevin's
Kevin.
dead.
the
Kevin.
second we need German help.
Okay. Iron can't into Mexico. I think we probably will get some memes soon.
This is a whole new thing for the channel here.
Really
Higgs.
good fight.
Invade Mexico, homie. Don't worry, Iron is role-playing Hakes.
I'm just gonna leave those two Swedish and Russian divisions. there.
Ah, Gasta means
I'll deal with them.
waste.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, that explains it.
Yeah.
Okay, now that I've got the
Spicy
foothold
news.
though, I am like just human waving them at the moment, but like in the good human way. More like overrunning rather than just like dying to their bullets.
And the good human wave.
Yeah, it's the human wave where you
Yeah,
actually like
that football
outnumber
match.
them enough so that you're not just like dying over and over.
They're all languages now. Du Army get fucked up, Gringo. Das wird ein glorreicher Kampf gegen Mexiko. But actually he wrote camp, which is not correct, but in space no Juan can use green.
That's good.
I think people remember this Mexican War for many years to come.
British-Mexican War of 1937 to 1945, it seems. Iron, why did you decide to go with Mexico anyway? What is the point?
Oh look, they got like some. Oh, they got. Oh, there's some oil up there.
It was some event,
got
but he
some
forgot. He just clicked go to war.
It was pretty much that. It was like I can declare war. Do it. Declares war instantly.
There's some fury also going on. There actually some historians suggest you're going to war against Mexico to keep them out of the United States of America.
You
That's
need
a
to
point.
rush Mexico City. If you take that, everything should be okay.
And even Adolf Hitler is command. Iron command anything after this.
Oh, Mexico City is almost won.
And there's another. Iron couldn't penetrate the crispy taco shell. And in caps lock, and he still hasn't conquered Mexico.
I'm doing it. I'm finally doing it. How many divisions did it take? It took 9 plus 16 plus 0, 32, 40 divisions basically.
Jesus, man.
And this is also taco buyers op.
Taco OP plus enough.
Yeah.
Just as
OP,
just
yeah,
so you
it's
know,
it.
stream. Most of us are only reading the YouTube chat.
Yeah, that's actually a point I haven't been checking on Twitch for a while. Sorry, mate.
Although
I'm
I am
keeping an eye
watching
on
from
both.
Twitch because Twitch is better than YouTube chat.
I could invite Poland to the faction.
It's
Why?
quieter.
We should do
you
that.
reckon you could take on the Soviet
It's 16 on Twitch and 82 on YouTube.
I'm keeping an eye on
Oh,
both
God. I can't
as
imagine
much as I can.
what's happening there.
It's not that bad. It's every 30 seconds or so. Not completely impossible to keep an eye on.
Alright, let's just like group these guys into one massive army now. I'm fed up with all these complicated orders. Just one big army,
No.
kill Mexico. That's your order.
That seems efficient. Yeah, sure.
One big army, big old front line.
Sounds very efficient.
There we go. I even give them time to plan and everything.
My God, Iron, that does.
He's alright, leave him alone.
He isn't releasing me from British control.
No.
Well, you know.
You
I'll
should be
become
proud to be a
communist.
part of this British Empire. Why do you need to seize the means of production so badly? They aren't that great.
Right up.
Tanks really weren't meant to cross rivers. This is taking ages for me to
No.
Snorkel devices.
Yeah, I heard the mouse had one.
It
Yeah.
did.
Yeah, yeah. They put one mouse on one side of the river and then connected it with a not rope.
Snorkel.
Yeah, no, not the thing. A tube? No. A pipeline, but a flexible one.
Oh yeah,
Ah,
for the
Oh,
electricity.
flexi.
How you call it?
Hose?
Hose. Yes, a hose.
Bloody hell! Can't invade Mexico, but can summon words out the arse under nowhere.
And you connect the two with a hose, and then the one moves through.
Actually, military history. This is a question that maybe you might be able to answer. The mouse was a hybrid electric, right? It had a diesel generator generating the electricity. Is that correct?
I don't know. I actually don't nearly
It was,
nothing about the
So
mouse.
could they? This goes out to everyone then. So could the mouse theoretically just be run off the local electricity grid?
It was the diesel engine because it was the engine from a U-boat, but it was a hybrid electric transmission, similar as was used in the Porsche Tiger and Ferdinand, which had a nasty habit of setting itself on
That caught fire, if I recall.
Yeah.
Always a good idea with a tank, because fire can't hurt the tank.
Typical bloody Porsche, hey?
They always
It's
catch
actually an
fire.
anti-infantry defense weapon. It just catches on fire when infantry get close.
Ferdinand Porsche's designs were just ridiculously daft.
Modern
Hey,
for the time.
let's build this big heavy thing. It's got 200 mil of armor, but the Allies don't have anything that can defeat our current armor. Why would we need that?
Oh, but they could.
Remember this encirclement of Mexico in 1939?
Yeah, the Great Taco War of 1939. This is actually suggested from the chat.
It's not a encirclement, it's not a big deal.
Invade Mexico and kill Taco Hitler.
I'm doing them a favour though, in case Germany turned Mexico fascist, you never know.
Oh, but we do know.
You've got a little encircled bit of Mexico there that you might want to take.
Yeah, I'm trying to get the Mexico City siege going.
How to
Honestly-
catch fire underwater, copyrighted by the British Empire.
Once you get the capital, everything should be fine.
They won't surrender, they need like a 90% or something, don't they?
Wasn't this
capital
the slogan of Napoleon when he attacked Russia?
Hail Hitler, no?
No, I thought the slogan for attacking Russia is "Don't."
Yes.
Very good.
Or bring winter gear.
Don't bring sandals, you know. Just
Oh fuck.
suntan lotion. No, we won't be needing that. Yeah.
Oh fuck, I deleted my front line. Whoops. There we go.
Cut it off first and then attack it directly.
That's the plan.
Cut it off and... okay.
That's the plan. And don't send in the 6th Army, okay?
No, I'll call them the 6.5
Just in
army.
case.
The 16th I am.
The decryption, I suppose I should learn how to use this stuff.
If Iron von Paulus.
I want to invade Mexico before the end of this fucking night.
I mean,
I mean, it's March
I
1939.
must
You
say,
only
Jack-
have a few months till Poland
I
will
have to
get
say
invaded.
that I congratulate Jack for not invading me like 4 times over by now.
yeah, it's really tempting.
I mean,
But
like,
you know,
you probably
I
wouldn't be able
don't
to
know if
naval
that's
invade. You wouldn't be able to naval invade, but you could probably just parachute in very easily and kill everyone.
You know, I don't know if that's congratulate him for not doing it or just thank him for not doing
It's
it.
a bit of both.
Yeah.
It's just like moral
it's the
will. It's
game
like, you
going
know what, I'm actually
slowly.
going to be a good sport and not annihilate Haig.
Right up.
yeah, it's because we're playing on 2. Could we maybe put up to 3?
Oh
There you
dear,
go.
Poland's having a very bad day.
Yeah, I wanted to invade them. I wanted to give them a
Having
bad
a
day.
bloody bad
You
century, to
could
be
both
honest.
invade. Both you and Russia could invade them. You'd meet up in the middle. It'd be lovely.
I don't
You could
think
have a peace
there's.
treaty and everything.
I don't think that would ever happen.
You'd have a Warsaw Wall.
He's preparing for Sea Line 1939 now.
Right up.
It's kind of cute. You mark the whole territory and you have less divisions than provinces.
This is getting a bit silly. Oh,
The Dominican Republic declared war on What?
You can see
I
all
mean,
I've
I
been doing.
guess.
In military history, you see what I've done at home England. All I've done.
What have you done?
has he done anything?
Yeah, he set it, I think, to defensive stance, but the thing is,
Poland
Well-
wants to join the Allies. And wait, who's Poland fighting at the moment?
Russia and Germany.
Oh,
oh,
Jack,
only
Jack,
Russia
Jack,
and
Jack, Jack,
Germany.
Jack, Jack. What I've
Yeah.
got, I'm attacking these 5 divisions up in the north here. If you can
No.
crush their southern flank, cut them off.
This
Yep.
is make France. If you want to be friends, we can. But
Rushing them
that's
over
about
now.
it. What you know? I don't think I can be friends with France anymore. It's declaring the independence of Ireland a thing. I want to invade Ireland. Fuck Ireland. Fuck you, France, piece of trash.
Oh dear.
So Poland is getting faster eaten up than your division is still in Mexico, Grad.
Yeah, it didn't take long. Holland was
Fall
gone in
wash.
30 seconds.
Defeated. Oh my god. This was really actually, this was kind of blitzkrieg, yeah?
Mm.
See, what was Iron's Blitzkrieg?
It was
Put
more of a
some
really
tanks on a
slow
beach.
march.
Trench warfare?
Uh, When he invaded the Canadian forests and molested 3 bears.
So no wonder why it took 3 years to cross the Canadian forest.
Well,
The
there
Great
are a lot,
Beer
there are a
Gang.
lot of bears. Yeah, it's. You have to be really careful.
A whole new definition of furry, yeah.
Oh,
Why did you have to bring that up?
I should probably rename the stream like the Great Mexican War.
Yeah, the Great Taco War of 1937 to 19...
It's probably going to be 1940 when it finishes, to be honest.
Yeah.
Hearts of Iron Armenian presents Mexico Grad.
Narrated by military historian.
Invade Mexico, he said it will be easy, he said. So fucking true. I thought
I
we'd
don't
done
think
it in like a
anyone
month.
said that.
Use tank divisions for naval invasion, he said.
Can we hurry up with this?
Yeah,
thing?
it's the whole Dominican Republic wants some of Poland, which is kind of keeping us up.
The Dominican Republic wants something.
Even though he's not going to have enough points to take anything because he didn't do anything.
Is it Dominican Republic? It's not AI, it's player, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a player.
I'm just hitting pass as quickly as I can.
The Treaty of
It's
Krakow.
waiting to get any points, you realise.
Sorry, I'll
Yeah.
hover over the area so you can actually see what's going on.
I mean, he can have Danzig if he wants. It's not like I ever declared war
He
for
needs
it.
70 points for Danzig, yeah.
So how did you set up the stream that you stream simultaneously to
I
Twitch
use,
and YouTube?
I'll tell you how I do it when I finish this thing. It's actually pretty simple though, and I showed many miles away how to do it, so he streams to YouTube and Twitch now.
Is it with OBS?
Yep, kind of, but I have to use a separate third-party thing.
Okay, and what is it called?
Ah, I'll just tell you now anyway, it's not a big secret. Google, open up a Google tab. Restream
Yes.
IO.
Restream.io. Okay, that makes.
So, is it actually 2 upstreams, or is it just splitting the upstream?
I only have to put in one stream key, which is Stream.io's key they give me, and then on their
Okay,
website I can
okay.
put in which websites I want to restream to.
So you're not actually sending up 2 streams?
No, I'm only sending one, and I'm sending it to Restream.io, and on their servers they're then splitting it up and sending it to 2 different places.
Right, okay, no, that saves a hell of
That
a lot.
makes sense. Yeah.
Because having to send 2 upstreams would just be a massive pain.
It would be really... I don't know how they make money from their servers, to be honest.
Hey, it's finally over.
National focus.
Right. Back to Mexico, Grad.
Can I still do a state visit to Germany? No, I can't.
I don't think now's the time.
Oh,
that
well,
bad
we
over
haven't
there.
done anything. Yeah.
It's not you, it's him.
Yeah, I suppose we don't want to. Oh, we don't want to have those, you know,
Right,
country
back to the
invaders
Great
over here.
Mexican War. Yes, we've encircled Mexico City.
Yes, sir.
Previously on the Great Mexican War.
Bloody hell, eggs.
Previously on AMC's The Great Mexican War. You can imagine it.
Yeah. People
No,
think it's
no
history.
taco is left behind.
The city
I want
of
Season 8
Mexico
to be
City
out
is
already
under
so I can
siege.
finish the bloody Walking Dead.
Oh, Jack reached in circle and killed 5 of their divisions.
Higgs,
Yeah, I'm trying.
what are you doing? Attack Mexico City. Don't push outwards.
Wait,
Yeah, you should finish off it now.
Oh
the
fuck! I
final
meant to
division.
send like 2 divisions, but this is getting confusing. Alright, some divisions are going in, the rest are going out. Good.
No, that's not good what you're doing. Oh yeah, that's
you want to
better.
be pushed.
That's weird.
Yeah. No, yeah.
Finish them off.
Finish him.
God.
I
Soon
didn't
the
realise
tacos
Mexico
will be
City
mine.
was just an airport. And some mountains, really.
Yeah, it's really high, so it means the planes have to go down for a less amount of time.
Yeah. Start at high altitude.
Yeah. Use less fuel. Trust me, I'm a pilot. I know these things.
He is.
11
Fact.
divisions versus 3. Who will win?
Got 2 pilots in this chat then.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not natural.
Technically 3.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Hey, I can get another port. That means more supplies.
Oh god.
I have 40 hours in the air.
Ooh.
God damn it,
And I
Sweden,
can,
I'm not gonna make it.
Higgs, I fly through clouds. You hear that?
Soon,
Do you mean to, or are you just a bad pilot?
soon I'll get my qualification.
I don't mean
for
to, but they
fancy.
keep coming up in front of me.
No, it's just I heard a little rumor that Higgs doesn't like clouds or doesn't like flying when there's clouds. So
Oh, yeah.
you know he's a bit of.
Yeah, I'm sorry I refuse to fly when I have 3 miles of visibility and like 1,000 ceiling of clouds. Yeah, I'm such a fucking pussy.
Well, I'm glad someone said it.
Made
Here's the thing,
Sky
Eggs.
have breakfast on his own.
People on the internet think we have a massive beef because of all the videos you
Oh.
made about me, you know, exposing me. And in reality, you know, I have much love for you. Much,
It's like,
much
hey, you want to do a
deep-rooted
game?
man
It's
love.
like, yeah, sure,
It's
let's
lovely.
do a game. You want to hang out for a chat? Yeah, sure, let's just hang out on Discord, do some bants.
Yeah.
Do some bants.
Yeah.
Yeah, I may not like the way you speak or, you know, anything about you, but I accept you as a human being, and that's something, I suppose.
I guess
That's
it
what
is
really
something.
matters.
As a human being, I can accept that, I guess.
You qualify as a human being, and therefore I should treat you as such.
Wow, that's kind of how the Turks viewed Armenians, basically, now.
Oh god, what
You
you
guys
guys
are
are coming in
racist.
genocide into this? I knew you bring it up at some point.
Good news, I've captured Stockholm.
Good, have you?
You captured Stockholm?
Oh,
Oh.
crikey.
Oh,
Okay.
Nope.
Wait, what? Did I do it?
The
Somebody
Mexican
has.
War? What?
Mexico, take
Hey!
all states. I did it.
He's not gone and done it, has he?
I did
He's-
it. Wait, what do you mean I
He's
can't take
only
all the
gone
states?
and done it.
Why can't I take all the states?
you need to take half the states and then pass for a few turns and take more.
That doesn't make any sense. I'm the only one.
You can always puppet them.
No.
I want it.
Okay, so I just click on a few things and
I
then
want
pass.
to commit war crimes.
You
Just press
click,
pass a load of times
Yeah,
and then take
you-
all states.
click pass and you just get more points and then you just take all of it.
Okay. Oh, I could basically get all of it except the very last bit of it. Alright,
Ah, then you probably only need to pass once.
That.
That may have been the wrong button.
Oh, fuck!
You didn't press pass, you pressed the other one.
It's done.
Oh, fuck! What did I do this for?
You twat!
What did I do this for? Where's the read justify button? Fuck you, Mexico. Oh, now they're guaranteed by the US. What?
You just gave them the whole country back, or what?
You know how earlier I said how I respect you as a human being? I mean, there's gotta be some basic intelligence in there somewhere, for God's sake. I mean, there's gotta be something.
I thought I was saying I'd take your whole
You
country,
were
thanks.
defeated by the UI.
No, he wasn't defeated. He wasn't
Oh
defeated.
yes, time for
He
the
was
second
defeated by
Okay, to
UI.
explain what happened if you didn't see
1940.
that. He captured Mexico City and then gave it all back.
Oh my god, the
Fucking
chat is going bonkers right now. 400,000 soldiers for nothing.
Oh, that's it. I'm going fascist. Fuck you, Mexico. I'm coming back. Going straight to the
Here
political
we go,
office.
round two,
Did you just
1940.
did you just take it? Take a look at it and go, nah, fam, you're right, keep it.
Oh, it's filled with Mexico.
Bloody hell.
Right, straight to the Foreign Office. I'm getting that fascist guy that I don't like a leader.
Oh.
Jamie, inject me with some of that fascism.
He gave it back just to invade it again.
I don't care. Jamie, give me the fascism.
Oh, Jesus.
Meanwhile, Germany is growing a bit.
You see, there we go, people. It just shows you don't need intelligence to stream. That's all. You can be an idiot.
Guys, I think I misclicked and at least I got one bit of Mexico after all of that.
Bloody hell.
One guy in the chat says, "Let's have a moment of silence for all those men who died for this war. Of give me, it's
I'm becoming
mine.
fascist
Okay,
so
you
fast.
can have it back."
You don't even realise I'm gonna fucking get you, Mexico. Fuck you, piece of shit, and your stupid peace conferences. Fuck you, I want to declare war again. I don't care if the US gets involved. Fuck you, Mexico.
Does he have to justify again?
I do, and the thing is that USA is now protecting them. They weren't doing it before.
Yeah.
Is there
I
a safe
invaded
point online?
Mexico and all like fucking lousy taco.
Is there a safe point in the online game?
I mean, yeah, and 1st of April maybe?
Is
Well,
it
actually, I
far
don't know.
back?
The Great
Yes.
Taco War.
Yes,
too.
it is.
Oh.
The Great Taco War of 1939.
I just wasted the last 3 hours of my life.
We've got a
You
great
see,
taco
when
war, 2
Paradox
electric
created the
boogaloo.
game, I don't think they took into account idiots playing it, and that's a big problem.
I mean, like, the way I see it is that why would I do anything other than take over a country? That's the point of invading a country. Why isn't there just a button saying called take everything?
Maybe you got cold feet. There is a button saying take everything.
I
just
thought I
missed
pressed
it.
it.
You somehow... I don't know what button you pressed, but it was a... Actually, no, they can keep it.
Iron, what do you like as a pilot? Oh, what does this button do?
Yeah, I was gonna say it's his dodgy Armenian spectacles he's wearing. I don't know, just
I can't be a democracy anymore. I'm going to hit all the buttons that turn me extra super fascist into a super Nazi. I'm going to be more fascist than Germany is. I mean, Germany's only like 70% fascist. 60.
I remember
well,
last time I was
can you
there for a
release me
game of
then?
Roach. I remember
You're
last
gonna
time I
be
was there for a
fascist,
game of
release
Roach, and Roach was playing as Germany and went democracy, and Hitler was killed by 36.
Dominican Republic is supporting my fascism. Thank you.
oh yeah, the ally of choice.
Choice. I think we can work together, Dominion Republic, into a new future where Mexico
You're
doesn't exist.
saved. Yeah,
Right,
great.
give me a minute, I'm just gonna move this division onto the border with Britain. Oh.
Hey,
Hey, nice. We should have passed a load of times. Not press done.
can I have Scania? Just
Pass a million times and we'll see.
That's what I did. I basically
No,
clicked
I
on every
don't
state.
think Squire has played his British sportsmanship card. Not yet.
Right. That
Treaty
is
of
something I had in
Brussels.
the bank, to be honest. I wasn't planning on
I'm
playing
gonna
it.
kill
oh
myself.
come on, can I at least get Scania? I want some trucks.
Let's see. What can I give you? What can I give you?
What did I
You
spend?
can
Scotland.
have.
What did I
Yeah.
spend
Do
4
you want
years
that? You can
fighting
have that
for?
if you want.
Yay,
Take it. I don't want it.
that's it. Okay.
Is this the Finnish flag? The beer?
Yes.
That looks awesome.
Yes, it
It's like
does.
a lopsided cock.
How dare you? War! I am declaring war.
It's
It
fine,
does a bit.
there's no Britain to defend him.
Oh yeah. The great cock and balls of Scandinavia. There it is there. Great.
Could we maybe put this up to like 3 or 4 now that there's no war?
You say there's no war. There could very well be another war soon.
Yeah, but
So when are you going to invade Norway then, Squire?
Well, I'm not, not rushing into anything just yet.
Kind of interesting how world tension is still pretty low.
Low, he says, at 78%. Uh-huh.
No, it normally gets 100.
Sorry,
Like,
was that an Elvis impression stuck on the end of that sentence? Or was that just me?
I think that might have been just you.
Oh, okay. Must be going completely mad.
yeah.
I've spent too much time with Armenians, that's my problem.
I just wanted to invade Mexico.
Soon I'll lose my eyesight, and you know, when that starts to go, I don't know.
I just wanted the Mexicans to all die and me for all the oil. Now I've got no oil.
And no Mexico.
And like 40k dead people. I didn't even get
All
any
for
fuel in
nothing.
the end. What was the point?
What was the point? And what were you thinking?
Hey, Iron, could you please release me?
No. I might just invade you just for asking again.
Do you actually have researched the hurricane?
I'd like for you to try that
Sorry,
because I have the
research the
top
what?
notch
Wait, does that
submarines.
mean I have more advanced fighters than Britain?
Probably not.
That means I have more advanced fighters than Britain.
Just because you're buying them off me.
Well, I have
I
Spitfires.
think he's still building Gloucester Gladiators, if I wasn't
Brilliant aircraft,
mistaken.
best aircraft of the bloody
Exactly.
war.
Why would I need to build anything else?
You can keep your Fokkers, believe me.
Oh god, yes.
Yeah, he didn't
That's
even
funny.
have researched the hurricane, as I suspected.
Germany is now
Oh.
buying Spitfire Mark IIs off Canada. Oh, good.
Yeah, I
You
can
should
use
have
that
a real knack for ruining games and just turning them upside down from the very start.
Oh, I don't
Nice.
care, it's funny.
It is, it's
How are
very
we gonna
funny,
get to
but
56?
I don't know. Backwards?
Is the Soviet Union played by a human?
No, that's
No.
just the Soviet Union.
I'm getting pretty scared of it, to be honest.
You want
Yeah.
me to switch to Soviet Union?
No, just let it do its thing.
Oh wow, the Dominion
Please don't.
Republic doesn't even
Please
have
don't let it
tanks.
do its thing. Its thing's going to hurt me.
Should be fine.
Should be fine, he says.
Build some forts along the border.
Build some forts along the border.
Wait, even though the
You
Dominion
know, the
Republic's
forts
fascist,
with mobile skis, because you know.
why is the USA guaranteeing the Dominion Republic as a fascist state?
We don't like
For a
to talk about
joke? And I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, why?
I mean, Prequel hasn't done anything.
Well, he's...
He did start the war against Poland.
No, he gave fascist Britain something, I can't remember what it was. Or becoming fascist Britain.
There's a suggestion in the comments to invade Ireland and then also give it back.
I mean, that's Plan B basically, but apparently France is guaranteeing it. But I don't know what France has. Can't have that much.
Oh,
Oh yeah, Uncle Joe's up to his old tricks again, is he?
Now you're shipping all your war heroes from the Great Taco War back
Yeah.
to the
I
to
sent
the
over
English
like 50
home island.
divisions and
by
39
war heroes do you mean those who survived?
Yeah.
No, the ones that didn't get eaten by those funny things over there.
The ones with all the scars from bear claws and from, you know,
And syphilis.
Mm,
yeah, bit of VD.
They've
all that
got
kind
many
of stuff,
stories
really.
to tell. The Great Canadian Trek, the lack of
Through to
supplies in
Mexico.
Mexico, heroic tales.
Jalapenos, all of it. It's a mess, the entire campaign.
All
really.
that survives is a little bit of land that I accidentally didn't click on. That's all that survives in UK and Mexico.
God.
It's not even good.
The
It's got
Great
a port
Big
though, at
War.
least, but it's not good enough for like a full-scale invasion.
I'm just impressed by how you did it. I mean, that's
I
really...
don't know. I've only got like a few hours in this game, and I just thought I'd click on the countries and then click like take, and that's it.
Well, I said, you know, pass, not done. And they're quite different looking words. So
I don't know. I just thought I'd click. I didn't see why I had the pass. I thought I had all the points.
Right. Yeah.
I think you could turn this in a video on not to play Hearts of Iron 4.
I might just upload this whole video because I got it set to like always. Google kind of records all the streams up to like 4 hours long, and then it could auto upload them.
Hmm.
I don't think anyone watched them. Maybe I just make a little highlight of that.
The little highlights tend to do quite well.
I suppose I could train up these 40 divisions while they're doing nothing but holding their dicks in their hand.
Right, Norway, you're next.
You're on the list.
Indeed.
Is there actually an event or something for creating Scandinavia or something?
There is.
Ah, okay. So you're going for that.
Yes.
Do you guys think it's time to wind down the stream?
I'm actually thinking about leaving anyway
Is
because
it-
some sleep.
Yeah, I
Powered
mean,
by
like I was
kinetic
planning on waking up
energy?
at 6:30, and that's in currently 6 hours and 25 minutes.
6:30. That's a bit early.
Yeah.
A
So
bit
6
early.
that-
It's 9 a.m. here, and when you guys contacted me, it was like 4. Early.
Well, no. That's early to wake up. Early to wake up, not early to go to sleep.
Don't wind the stream down.
Kind of need that sleep though to wake up in less than 6 hours.
I don't think you do.
I would appreciate it.
I think
5
you will
minutes.
be on sleep.
I'm enjoying this. I'm just about to start.
Go on.
Just about to start conquering all of China. Not really.
So which countries would you invade? Tibet, Sinking, I don't know how to say it.
All of them.
What's Japan been doing? I haven't really been keeping track.
It looks like it invaded parts of China.
Right, so they're doing their usual thing.
Yeah, it seems this way.
Typical Japanese. Well, they like it.
Mexican War.
I mean, they probably learned from the Great Taco War that attacking Mexico is not the best idea.
Nah, next time I attack, I'm gonna do like 50 different naval invasions, all at the same time along the coast.
With infantry.
Yeah, there'll be like 3 per squad, and they'll be on every single point along the coast. Maybe like 4 in the docks.
Norway gave me some of their land.
That's nice of them. Is that a bribe for them to not be killed?
Temporarily, yes. Suppose you could call it a bribe.
United
Someone asked if we're
States
using
of
any
Brazil.
mods. We are using Road to 56, strategic view adjustments, and a few other things.
Do you have a list, a link list or something?
Yeah, there is a mod list, I think. Roach has it. It's like 8 mods on Steam, and you can just click subscribe to all instantly, and you get them all.
I don't think I can send the link in the chat though.
Yeah, it would be cool
Just
if
DM
Iron
it
could put
to
it in
the
the stream description.
Ah, wait, maybe Roach linked it to me the other day. Let me have a look.
I'll just put it in the off-topic, Ash.
Yep.
Link. Take.
Ah, yes, this is it. I'm gonna put it in the stream, guys. You can have a look at these mods if you want.
There we go.
Oh,
Thank
Cartoon
you.
Waffle. I just realised. Sorry, there's another YouTuber I've spoken to a few times. He mostly does like, I don't know. He plays other games. He plays WarThunder sometimes, but he was been watching me on Twitch this whole time and I didn't realise. So yeah, shout out to him. He's a nice chap.
God, I'm so low on manpower.
You like some? I've got 5 million sitting here.
Whew. All right, it's a bit better than my 0.
Actually, no. Actually, that just jumped up thanks to my new national focus that just completed. 13 million.
The border I
Yeah.
have with Britain is very squiggly.
Googly. Yeah, so it is.
Well, there's a little bit where it's actually a circle.
We got better at drawing lines when it came to America.
Yeah, just a bit.
Either that or the guy who's drawn the Canadian border had a stroke. Just
Well, the line at the bottom seems okay, but then it just sort of breaks a bit. Oh god, I'll send a screenshot into off topic because the front line I have with them is a bit screwy.
Alright, for reals is though, Ken, like we possibly aim for tonight.
Hey now. Would
Yeah,
you
well,
deprive the
Rockstar.
people of top quality internet entertainment?
Yes, because I want to get
Fair
up to
enough.
6:30.
Let's call it then.
Oh, thank you very much. Much appreciated.
Now, as I said, it was 50 quid up front, yeah?
Yeah, for the guys. So it's 50 quid for squad. Yep, I'll PayPal that you right now.
Appearance
Mitsubishi, thanks
fee.
for coming on. That's another 50 quid for you. And for your backup guys, that's all a tenner each. That should cover it.
Wait, what?
Tenner
I'm
each.
not backup.
Hey, backup guy, where's your YouTube channel? You show me.
I'm
your
not
YouTube
Quiet,
complaining.
private nobody.
Hey. I'm not complaining. I'm getting a tenner.
Exactly. We should go actually get 50.
I don't think you're actually getting a tenner.
Bugger.
Yeah, I might make $1 or $2 off that whole stream, and my sanity.
I'll be
went down
taking.
by
I'll be
time.
taking my cut of half. I'm a racketeer, you see.
Racketeer's percentage review, is it?
Yes, half.
You get 50 pence. Good luck buying anything with that.
I could in Norfolk. That could buy many, many houses.
So
I'll have a
does
farm
that mean
by
you could
tomorrow.
buy me a house.
You could buy yourself a
And I
whole
can come over
garden,
and
a
live
mansion
there.
up there.
Live there.
State
You would want to move here, Ash. It's just a vast emptiness
not-
with turkeys.
You know
in it.
what? It'd be better than living down here.
Well, yeah, but the
Would
thing
it-
is, Australia's
With
the
the
vast
shitty
emptiness
internet and
without
everything,
the
no one to kill
turkey. No. Norfolk still has the shitty internet.
It doesn't. Well,
No,
it does.
it
It's
does.
better
You're
than
lucky.
Australia.
I mean, for some reason, you're the exception to the rule. I better
That's
save
the end
it.
of the stream
you know?
from my point of view. Thank you very much for tuning in today. Thanks, Buds, by the way. That was an awesome game other than fuck Mexico. Fuck you, Mexico. I'm getting fascist. I'm going to come back. I'm going to fight you now. I'm going to beat the shit out of the USA for guaranteeing you. Fuck you. Anyway, thanks, everyone. Great night.
Thank you for
Goodbye.
watching and see you next time.